You want them to take care of you when you're older, because I don't know, like many people who want to be in a retirement home, right? You want to be close to your kids as possible.
Right.
How'd you trick them into doing that? How'd you convince your kids to do that?
Well, this is where the past 40 years will matter, guys. Whether or not you treated your kids right.
Right.
Did you raise a piece of shit? I think it's all about how you raise them.
How were you raised? Were you raised?
I wasn't. I was left to fend for myself, God. On a desert island.
Because like
the wolves were my parents.
Because for me, right? for you guys, you got family, right? You got brothers and sisters. You can spread the load, right? For me, I'm like an only child, so like my parents like all or nothing for me. They're like praying that I don't just wake up one day and I'm just like, Mom, Dad, I guess you're going in the retirement home today. God, they're probably sweating watching this right now.
Like shit, he's considering.
Depends, because what if it's like different, right? If you're like 40, 50, you probably have a lot more time and resources to be able to help. If you're 20, 25, 30, you're barely being able to take care of yourself.
Also think about if you live near your parents, right?
That's
like
true.
you could be on the other side of the planet, and it's like if they can't take care of themselves, then who's going to?
Yeah,
retirement home.
Unfortunately, we are three guys who are living like very, very far away from our parents.
Exactly.
But, I think like we're like the exceptions.
That's why my sister lives near my parents, so all the load goes to her.
That's what I'm saying.
Do your parents need help already?
Having siblings is a cheat code, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Like
I'd be like, sister, good luck. See you later. Teleports away.
You were the first one to leave, so now
my sister's like, well, fuck, I can't leave now.
If only raising another kid wasn't so annoying. We'd all have like 15 kids. All right, well, Garn, glad to know that your parents are on a one-way street to your retirement home. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Trash Taste.
Hey, you know who doesn't have decision fatigue though? Our patrons.
Wow.
Because they decided to support us.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hell yeah.
Those are the real
Guy's
G's.
an absolute champion.
Real G's. But hey, if you want to support the boys as well, then make sure to go to our Patreon. Patreon.com/TrashTaste. Also follow us on Twitter. Send us your memes on the subreddit. And if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify.
Well, thanks for watching.
That's been this survivalist episode of Trash Taste.
What's a survivalist? I don't even know.
I think it was
a survival episode.
This was a survival episode for fucking idiots.
This is
Drink piss.
One of our best ones, I think, in a while.
Yeah.
What
a fun.
Drink piss or not?
Yeah.
that's
Never drink piss or always drink piss.
That's the real question. Do you drink piss to survive or not? That's the only piece of knowledge I need to know that I'm missing.
Let us know in the
now.
comments if you've drank piss.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
The Trash Taste. Hello, you fabulous fun bags. Welcome back to another episode of Trash Taste Podcast.
Oh my god.
I'm fun bag number 1 with fun bag number 2 and 3.
Are you feeling fun today, Joe?
I'm feeling super fun today.
I gotta say, you kind of look like fucking Rocky Balboa, like about to like run up those steps right now.
It's a very sports-like jumper.
Is it?
It does look like the stereotypical. I'm about to.
I walked in the
montage.
office and Maylene called me a fuckboy. And I don't know if I appreciated that.
Because you have short hair, no
To be
beard.
honest,
Yeah.
it's the short hair beanie and the rings. I don't know.
You shaved your facial hair.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, we all did.
For the
did,
charity
we did.
stream that we just finished.
People are gonna be like, "Oh my god, this episode's so." They recorded this so long ago.
Yeah,
I know. really dating ourselves. We're like,
Yeah.
we just recorded the charity stream.
Yeah.
Which was
For you guys, it was like a month ago.
Yeah,
For
probably
us,
more
it
than
was
a month
2 days
ago.
ago.
I think it's a month and a half ago. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, more than that, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we're trying to get ahead before we fly off once again.
Yeah. But if you guys didn't know about it, we just finished a 24-hour charity stream for Doctors Without Borders, and it was extremely successful.
Yeah, I was very surprised. We raised 176, but we haven't added the amounts
It's about
that
180, I think.
about
Yeah, it's
180,
about
adding everything that we collected in total.
That's nuts.
Which is absolutely fucking nuts. I don't know what we expected out of this charity stream.
There was a part of me when we were deciding, okay, what are we going to make our goal? And someone was like, 100,000. I was like, In 24 hours. That's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah. Like
I'm
maybe
not-
if we were like doing a week-long subathon.
Yeah,
maybe,
or something like that. Because I don't know. I only did one charity stream once, like years and years ago with Arky, and like we did not raise nearly that much money. So I think in the back of my head, I had that as my benchmark.
Yeah.
So when I heard 100,000, I was like, dude, we're not fucking PewDiePie or like Jacksepticeye. Like, we're not going to hit those numbers.
Right.
Turns out we kind of did because we were like #1 on Twitch for like that night. Which was
yeah.
nuts.
I think we peaked at 53,000 viewers, which is insane.
PB.
Quite a lot.
Yeah,
Quite a lot.
personal best. Personal best.
That's definitely the most I've been.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
the most I've had. Yeah.
Definitely by far. Well, I'm not even a streamer, so that's so that's definitely the most I've been a part
Yeah.
of.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. But how was the experience for you boys? How?
Oh, you know what? Even though I went into it with like 0 sleep, it was probably the most fun stream I've ever. Like,
Yeah.
been in. Like,
It was-
I would absolutely do that again.
Part of me is just like I would absolutely do that again, and part of me
Not
is,
anytime soon.
yeah. Part of me is just like, man, I remember those last 6 hours.
I
That
would-
was
Yeah.
I'll do it again once I forget about how hard the last 6
Yeah.
hours were. And I'm like, yeah, this is fine. We can do this again.
I mean, at least I had you guys and like Chris and like Mouse there, because like if I had done it by myself, I would not have lasted like 10 hours.
No, like I remember the last 2-3 hours I was just running on complete autopilot. You know when you're just using like the part of your brain that isn't even thinking, it's just
Yeah.
like habits you've built up. That was just me. I was just like,
I saw bits and pieces of the VOD where you're just like you alone on the couch and you're just like, thank you for the $20 donation.
it kind of got to a point where I was just like questioning my own insanity, like because it was just
sanity.
yeah.
Insanity. Question my own sanity.
Questioning my own sanity.
My favorite clip though is where you two were on the couch and you just started going, well, it's out all the boys. It's out all the boys. And then Gant in the most unenthusiastic way goes, get hype, guys. It's like the most not hype, get hype, guys I've ever heard.
It just had such like house party vibes. And just like when you stay up too late and that there's that one guy that just wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
That was exactly what it felt like. Where I'm just like, I need to go to bed.
Gone is that one guy who doesn't leave.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Yeah.
Like at every fucking like all night karaoke, Gant is the last guy.
I mean, I was the last guy on the stream as well. I'm just like, you boys. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, because like I never, for the longest time, I didn't understand that concept of like spice enhancing food, because you know, up until I'd say maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I could not handle spice at all. Like if I went to Kokoichi, I would do like level 1, which is like the most basic shit, and I'd just be like, no, too spicy, I can't do it. And then I don't know what it was that like, where just one day I kind of just flipped a dime, and I was like, you know what, it hurts, but I'm enjoying it for some reason.
Yeah.
What is this?
See, I had like the opposite journey of Joey. I've like someone who's grown up on Thai food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I remember as a kid, I like really did not like Japanese food at all, because a lot of Japanese cuisine revolves around, you know, the natural flavor of stuff,
Savory.
you know, like savoring it and just bringing out the natural flavors of the ingredient. And me, a Thai person, being like, there is not enough ingredients in this dish. What, sushi? What? That's just
Two ingredients.
That's rice and fish. What? Where's the spice? Where's the flavor?
Wasabi.
You know, but yeah, 3 ingredients like, you know, rice with a bit of vinegar in it.
Yeah.
Fish and wasabi. I'm just like, where's the 5 million spices to go with it? What you dip it in soy sauce? Where's the chilies in the soy sauce?
Where's the kick?
Yeah, where's the kick? And like Japanese cuisine was like my least favorite cuisine, because to me there just weren't enough like extra spices or extra ingredients to enhance the flavors.
This unseasoned sushi.
And then as I grew older, I'm just like, as I grew older, I learned to really appreciate the subtleties in the flavor of like Japanese cuisine, where it really enhances like, you know, the good ingredients.
Just rice, isn't it?
Just rice.
Also
isn't it?
same.
You know,
Sushi chefs trained for 20 years to get the perfect rice. It's all rice, isn't it?
it's all the same.
What is this, Uncle Ben's? What is this?
Did you put it through a colander?
Yeah.
This is microwave?
Did you wash this rice?
Wash this rice through a colander?
It's microwave rice, right?
Yeah.
But 5-minute rice?
Yeah.
5-minute rice?
Minute Maid rice.
Well, I fucking love the golden rice in those microwave packets, though. I fucking love that rice.
Oh, the ready to make ones,
dude,
right?
It
Yeah.
tastes so good.
Yeah, they do taste
Probably 'cause it
good.
has all the artificial shit in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fast food rice. How do we make rice unhealthy? Super unhealthy. We found a way.
Yeah, honestly, like the fast food, the packeted fried rice that you can buy is actually pretty damn.
In Japan, it's pretty good.
Oh, the one in
Pretty
the
damn
you can buy in the freezer.
yeah,
I used to
yeah.
live off it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I make curry and I don't want to make... I didn't have a rice cooker at the time.
Yeah,
And I hated making rice the way that my mum taught me, which was just boil a pan full of water and
Yeah.
gas.
yeah.
Which sometimes worked, sometimes didn't.
Yeah. But doing it in Japan is like blasphemous.
I know. But it's like, it's weird because you'd think that like the first people to adapt an easier way to do it would be white people. Because they love being lazy.
That's true.
So like you'd think rice cookers would go down at, like, especially for the UK where we love rice.
Yeah.
Like we love eating it with curry. So like you'd think that
Do people in the UK love rice? I
with
don't-
curry,
That's pretty much it, though.
but that's the only thing we eat half the time. We eat chicken tikka masala is like every week.
That's true.
You'd think that we would figure out like, hey, these rice cookers aren't so bad.
Yeah.
Because like I remember growing up in the UK, whenever I'd like have my packed lunch or whatever, it would be like.
Oh, you know,
something-
you'd never make rice for a packed lunch. It's a dinner thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's,
Sorry, tea. No, fuck. Yeah,
Dinner.
it is dinner.
Supper?
It's dinner.
dinner, supper,
Sorry, supper.
Tea-
Whatever you want
tea
to
is a
call it.
northern thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, tea to me is the drink, you know.
Yeah, tea. I know.
as with most of the
I know.
as with most of the
Tea
developed
for
world.
me is a twit longer.
Awful joke.
Awful joke. I'm
No,
sorry.
but like I remember having this conversation with my mates, and they were like, "Wait, you eat rice every day with every meal?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Like you have it with every meal."
Yeah.
And they couldn't like wrap their heads around
you
it, I
bougie
guess.
motherfucker.
Yeah. You eat rice with everything. Everything. You don't take a break from rice. A break from rice. It's everything. I'm like, yeah. It's Asian cuisine. You literally eat rice with everything.
I'm sure the Asians are asking the same thing, being like, "Wait, you use bread with everything?
But also,
You use-
Every meal is with bread."
It's bread or potatoes.
Yeah.
Wait, is that it?
Is that
bread,
it?
Bread or potatoes?
why
Is
not
that-
both?
Carbs on carbs.
I mean, I think it's grown a lot of popularity there in the last 10 years, especially.
Rice?
Yeah, mate, definitely not when I was growing up at all.
Yeah, it's
'cause-
become way more popular, like rice-based dishes in general. But I think.
I say finally. What took them so long?
Right.
Yeah.
But I think there's enough dishes where people are making them where a rice cooker. People buy bread makers. People aren't making bread every fucking day. And those things are fucking massive.
Yeah, right?
You can buy a tiny. My little rice cooker is like this big. But the point was, before I did this, I used to just buy the microwave packets. They're amazing. Like 300-gram packets.
Yeah.
Perfect portion. Tastes great. Slap it on the plate. You're good to go.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I actually
Amazing.
think. I actually think those. I also survived without a rice cooker in university for a long time because the microwave packets were good enough. And
Right, in
the
the
problem
UK, yeah.
with a rice cooker, I find, is that rice goes off so fucking quick. So either you like cook a tiny bit of rice in this massive rice cooker, because I'm Asian, and of course, like if a mum buys you a rice cooker, it's like the biggest fucking rice cooker you can ever imagine.
How many families do you want to feed?
It's like those restaurant ones where it's like this big.
Luckily, there was a humanitarian crisis, but it wasn't for long because Garn had his rice cooker that his mum gave him.
Yeah, because like my mum like bought me a rice cooker for university, because that's like one of the essential pieces of equipment that you need for university for every Asian kid that the mum provides.
Of course.
And they provide you a rice cooker that could survive a nuclear winter. You know, you cook.
I'm pretty
one
sure you can
portion.
I'm pretty sure you can like hop inside of it and survive a blast. Right?
Yeah, right. But the problem is, like, I would always cook too much rice or too little rice, right? That I would either like, it would be like either too much for the meal I was cooking, I would have some leftover rice, or I would cook too much rice, and like the rice just goes off so quickly, even if you put it in the fridge or something. Because unless you're, this is the Asian trap, right? Because with the rice cooker, you have to eat rice every day in order to eat all the rice that you cooked with the rice cooker, right? Otherwise, it's just gonna go off.
Exactly.
So that's why actually the microwave packets were just like the perfect portion for like one meal, and it was just like a lot less effort.
Yeah, because then you have to like start experimenting. Like you look in your fridge and be like, all right, what can the rice go with that I haven't tried
I
yet?
wonder, can you dehydrate the rice that you've cooked to turn it back into a rice grain? Is that possible?
Well, I mean,
Can you do that if you had the technology? I'm asking, is it possible?
well, I mean,
Why
like
not?
I
Have we
put it.
tried?
No, it's like popcorn. You don't turn back the popcorn to it.
Oh, that form is completely different though. The rice stays the same. I think if you took the water out somehow, maybe we could do it. Scientists, Can we
I used
unhydrate
to my family, actually a lot of Japanese families, what they do is if they make too much rice, then you put it into like small, like maybe microwave sized packets, and then you put it in the freezer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was also what happened as well.
Yeah, but it's like not the same. Like the next morning you wake up and be like, okay, there's some leftover rice. If I don't eat it, my mom's gonna fucking throw a hissy fit. So let's just get it out, defrost that shit.
But there was no space in my freezer to put extra packets of frozen rice. Do you know why? As a university student, what happens when your mum comes over? She brings you 8 like Tupperware boxes full of takeaway food, and then you gotta put it in the freezer, and it just lasts you the entire day. The entire fucking term. I was that asshole. I was that asshole.
You know, when you got to share a freezer, and that some fuck takes up the entire fucking thing because he decided that he was gonna meal prep like an entire month.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're a cunt. You know that? Like, we got to share the freezer. Where is my Ben and Jerry's gonna go?
Where am I gonna put my vodka?
I just wanted one Ben and Jerry's in here. Is that too much to ask?
You gotta like start playing Tetris with all the rice packets.
Yeah.
No, because like my mum would come to visit me once a month in university, and every month she'd bring like 2 full like Sainsbury's bag worth of like takeaway boxes of
Holy
food,
shit.
And I'm just like that is I don't know.
How many people were in your were you sharing one fridge with?
Like 6 or 7 or something like that.
So at best you have half a shelf to yourself.
Yeah.
And then you have one. Like a freezer's even smaller.
Yeah,
the freezer was smaller.
So you had like what, 2 items to put in the freezer? God, you must have been hated. They must have hated you.
I probably was.
They probably hated you. I would throw a fit. I'd be like, "Gaunt, mate. Either you're sharing this with me.
Yeah.
That's my real estate, or I'm putting stuff in there, dude. Like you gotta say bye bye.
You're invading my property a little bit.
I'm like,
You're gonna have to pull a shotgun on that.
You're gonna have to haggle with me here. We gotta figure something out.
Oh god!
Yeah, what it's like living with a Southeast Asian guy or girl. That's
realized
whenever their parents come to visit, they just bring a shit ton of food. I don't know why. It's part of like.
I feel it's just like an Asian in general. Not even.
Is it true with Japanese? Because I know it's true with like Southeast Asian and Chinese.
I know when
families.
I was living with. I know when I was living on my own still. My aunt used to come over and just like buy me a shit ton of food. And that was when I was house sharing with 2 other people. And yeah, I was also the asshole that took up like 80% of the freezer. So I knew very well.
If I'm co-hosting with these assholes, these barbarians. Filling up the fridge selflessly.
Hey man,
this is our turn to colonize. We're colonizing one freezer at a time.
Hey, I'm Welsh, dude. I'm Welsh, bro. What the fuck?
how's it feel now?
Welsh can't get a break, man. Fuck, dude.
One freezer at a time. We're coming for your freezers, okay?
This episode is sponsored by Lavoy.
Lads, something smells a bit.
What is this? Why is there a PC and dirty laundry on the table?
Fear not, lads, for we have the Lavoy air purifier. This video is brought to you by Lavoy. PC filled with dust and having a hard time getting these optimum frames for your game? No worries. Is your room filled with dirty laundry and smells horrible? Not a problem. Perhaps you maybe got some cat litter giving you some headaches, like Maylene.
That's just Maylene. That's just Maylene.
Well, Lavoy is the perfect solution for you.
Joey, isn't this the sock that Lavoy prepared just for you?
Oh, thank you.
Oh no.
Joey, what's in it? Please tell me it's not what I think it is.
It's not cat poo.
Oh my god.
It's a letter.
Maylene didn't do anything, thank God.
Oh my god. The sock is telling me that GPU lifespan and performance can be cut by over 50% due to overheating commonly caused by dust.
Oh my god. And if you want to get your very own, make sure to click the link in the description down below. It helps Lavoy know to sponsor us again, and the stench is getting purified as we speak, gentlemen. So get yourself a Lavoy air purifier from the description link below.
Smells
Back
clean.
to the episode.
Did your parents send you care packages when you went to university?
If I say no, they might say otherwise.
How dare you don't remember?
They might see this episode and be like, we sent you things, Colin. I don't think they did. I want to say that, no, I don't think so. I remember the last house I moved into in university, it was like, we moved in, it was a bit beat up. It wasn't like great. And my mum was like mortified. She was like, oh my God, this place is a shithole. Oh my God, you can't live here. I'm like, it's not that bad. I'll get over it. I'll be fine. I just remember her reaction. She was just like, I thought she was actually going to be like, you can't. You have to find somewhere else. This is too old. I was like, no, it's fine. It wasn't even that bad. It was just kind of messy.
Is this the one in Swansea?
Yeah, but it was, and that one was the one that later had like rats.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think the rats were a part of the initial moving in thing. I think they joined later. They moved in with me.
They were the other roommates.
They weren't
Yeah.
part of the package.
No, I didn't pre-order those, unfortunately. No, I mean, fuck. I'm trying to think now. I only ever had like white roommates. Actually, sounds bad. I guess in Swansea there isn't much diversity. There was.
Right.
I did have some friends who are from like from Chinese schools, but most of them didn't
Like
speak
exchange
like.
students, or
They just a lot of foreign students come to the UK.
right.
Yeah.
There's a very like the UK has a lot of foreign students. A
Yeah.
lot.
That makes sense. Then.
There's a ton of universities. I think there's one every city has two.
And yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have like some of the highest universities as well.
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
I bet
yeah,
a
and
lot
it's
of
quite
people
a
come
lot
from
of
that.
prestigious ones as
Yeah,
well.
that makes sense.
Not Swansea, but you know, maybe another prestigious one.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
actually, maybe Oxford was full. And,
Yeah.
so I had some friends that were Chinese, but they didn't speak much English.
Right.
And there was such a, I can't remember his name. I did some projects with him in first year, and he was like, didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Right.
So we kind of just helped. We were like, we'll just
do it.
help you. We'll just
Yeah.
do it. And he was like, thank you. I'll return the favor. And then he never
We
returned.
never saw him again.
He never returned.
Never
the
saw
favor.
him again, right? And then 2 years later, same engineering. I was like, oh my God, I saw him again. I was like, how you doing, man? And his English was a bit better at this time.
yeah,
He spoke
yeah,
a bit more English. Still wasn't like great, but it was pretty good. And he was really struggling with this thing. And we had a spare slot in our group, and we were like, just join ours, because we're basically nearly done. And you'll get a passing grade. Like, and he was like, oh, shit, no way. And we were like, what do you do for fun? He's like, I'll show you. No, dead ass. We're like in the like computer libraries, just working on this thing. This is when we like invited him to join us.
Yeah.
Right.
And we were just talking because he was sitting with us, and we were like, oh yeah, what do you do? He's like, I'll show you. So he takes us outside. He just starts breakdancing. Just like insane.
Hell yeah.
Like insane.
Fuck yeah.
Insane. Because he didn't want to explain it or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Yeah.
what it was. He just starts doing like insane like flips and shit.
Yeah.
And we were like, we're like computer nerds and like engineers, and we're just like, what? What is this?
That's fucking awesome.
It was so bizarre. And then
the glow up, dude.
Yeah.
and he was like, yeah, I love breakdancing. It's my passion and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, nice, dude. I'm nice. He's like, what are you gonna do after this? He's like, I don't fucking know. he's like, I'm just here until my parents drag me back. And I was like, fair enough.
Breakdance my way to a degree.
And so he was like, by the way, I didn't forget. I wanna return the favor for you guys helping me so much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't see him for a long time.
Yeah.
And then one day I was on the bus back to like my house, and he was there. He was like, dude, let me return the favor for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, sure. And so we go into town. He's like, look, my friend owns this boba store. And I'm like, of course. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be racist, but I'm like, it makes sense that your Chinese friends own the boba store.
Yeah,
Right?
of course.
It makes sense.
Makes sense.
My first time ever having boba, and he's like, yeah, you got to try this. This is amazing.
Oh, really?
He's like, you
Yeah.
love tea? I'm like, yeah, I love tea.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of boba before.
Right.
This is like 20.
Is this
20
before it like exploded?
Yeah, this is like
Before the
2015.
Boba explosion.
Yeah.
And I'd never even seen this stuff. And they were putting these what I thought were balls into my drink, tapioca.
Yeah.
At the time. Puts them in. I'm like, I don't know, man. It looks kind of. This isn't like tea I've had before. and it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. So I have this, and he makes it for me, and he's like, it's free of charge. Free of charge. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, I'll give you like I don't know how much this work would have cost if I charged you, but all right, yeah.
Free
Okay,
boba.
I was very grateful, and I drink it, and immediately I like. I'm like choking on this fucking tapioca ball. I'm like, wait, you got a Heimlich maneuver me, dude. It's awful. I like spat out the boba. I mean, the straw is so bad. I suck on it, and like the widest thing ever, like
That is the widest story
It was
I've
the
ever heard. White man tries tapioca for the first time.
literally spat it out, and I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it was funny, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, but the milk part tasted good.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
get rid of the balls? And he's like, yeah, we'll just make you another one without the ball. I'm like, no, you don't have to. He's like, it's free, don't worry. I'm like, okay.
I got you, bro.
I was like, oh, okay.
That's nice of him.
Yeah, he's very, very nice.
God, I remember when the fucking initial boba explosion happened in Japan.
How did that happen? Why did that happen?
That's so weird. Because like, yeah, the month we moved here, it was
Yeah.
like every boba store you would tell which boba store. What was a boba store? Sorry,
Yeah.
if it had a line outside.
Yeah, right.
There were some boba stores near my house at the time where it was like legit, like on weekends, it was legit like a 4-hour wait.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't get it.
What?
I don't get it. It's just a bit of tea with some jelly.
Man did that die.
It's just
oh yeah,
It, like fucking speedrun death.
dude. Like I
speedrun death. I think
Oh
it's still
yeah.
After, no, you never see.
No,
lines
you go to a
anymore.
boba store now. There's like maybe 1 or 2 people there.
That's
max.
true. That's true. Well, there's still a thing in the UK, from what I can see. They still exist. The stores still
I don't know.
exist.
It's like it's still around, but it's not the hype. The hype
it's just
is
the
nowhere
hype.
near,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
rightly so, because I thought it was like overrated the fuck.
I
Like,
think so.
I didn't get what the craze around it
Yeah,
was.
I mean,
right?
I drank a shitload of it during uni because we had like a boba store near like where we studied. But like that was,
I get it.
Yeah, but that was before the explosion.
It lasts a while because
Yeah.
it's cold, so you can kind of just sip on it throughout the day
Yeah.
if you haven't get a big one.
Also, if you're a uni student, it's a great sugar rush.
Yeah.
As
So
well, so
then
it like keeps you
yeah.
concentrated.
I guess everyone after a while was
Yeah.
like, in Japan at least, we're like, all right, back to Starbucks now.
Yep,
Yeah.
back to Starbucks.
Back to the way life should have been.
I just saw nothing but just iced tea or iced coffee. I don't know, maybe. To me, it was like
But it's
I'm
not
a
fun.
hot-
There's no personality in
I'm a
that.
hot boy. I like my drinks hot. I don't really like cold drinks that much.
They had hot boba too, though, right? I think
hot boba is just not the same.
it's not the same.
Boba?
Yeah, I think they
What?
do, but it's
You-
not.
you
It's not
can-
as good.
I believe you can order it with like no ice sometimes.
Yeah.
You know when you can customize your
That's
order.
lukewarm though.
That's lukewarm.
It's like
not.
piss water.
Warm boba.
Yeah,
warm,
it's like pea
warm
water.
boba. Ugh. Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't know what maniac would order warm boba, but it was an option in some of the boba stores I've been to.
If it was like a specialty, I'd be like, okay, if you say so.
Was that a secret menu? Did you have to
The
like?
secret menu.
did you have to speak Chinese to get that one? It's like, I'm a Chinese friend. Can I get the lukewarm boba? It's like, oh, so you know your shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how or why it exploded, but I remember it just like not just in Japan, but just pretty much everywhere in the UK, everywhere in Thailand. You just couldn't get away from it. Like,
Even in the
It was-
States,
it
I
was
remember
like,
it was
like
huge.
fashionable. I think it's a fashionable drink.
Yeah, I guess so. And I think
it's Instagrammable. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. It's
just that
Instagrammable.
It was like, you know, let's be honest, 2014 was just was all the like the frappuccino. That's what it was.
That's
right?
true.
When that
Yeah,
came out,
that's
that
true.
was the thing. Everyone just wants a photogenic drink. And
Yeah.
boba looked photogenic.
But I feel Japan took that like the photogenicness of boba and just like was trying to stretch it out to such a high degree where it's
Yeah.
just so
It's
unnecessary.
like everything in Japan. Everything's
Yeah.
about taking photos. Like afternoon tea. I love my afternoon tea. It's the most British thing I've ever said. I really, really enjoy going for tea and having crumpets or
Yeah.
scones. Whatever
That
they
is like
have.
a weirdly popular subculture in Japan, isn't it?
It is, but
Yeah.
everywhere I've been just does it really badly.
Really?
They okay, I mean not badly. It's hard to say.
Not as good.
Like to me, afternoon tea is just as much about like the food you get as it is the tea.
yeah.
Right.
Right.
And the food isn't great here.
It's the food here looks so aesthetic.
but it doesn't taste good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
all they do is they arrange it and they get these like beautiful colored things, and then you take one bite of the quiche, you're like, why does it taste bad?
Yeah, I actually agree. So this is like afternoon tea is one thing that England does the best that I've had so far, because the afternoon tea food is actually good. Whereas in Japan, every time I've had afternoon tea, it just looks pretty.
Also, yeah, it's got to be layered, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the layers are to distinguish the types of flavors.
Right.
Bottom is for sandwiches. Then maybe you get like the quiches or the more like savory kind of like kind of the dishes. It's always sandwiches.
Like pastries
bottom.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
you get and so it's like
then
savory,
you got the sweets at the top.
savory, and then sweets.
Yeah.
But in Japan, it's sweets, savory, and also sweets. But it's like it's ridiculous. It's like this isn't. Because normally afternoon tea, you kind of have it at like, we have it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But, you know, if it's a good place, you can normally like skip lunch or dinner with it. Because it's pretty, like, it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
places even refill.
Yeah.
In the UK, they refill the sandwiches or stuff in some places. So you can just like, you can chow down. Dude.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
you like the sandwiches or you like the whatever they're offering, dude, it's good. It's so good. You get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Expensive, though. In London, it's very expensive.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good.
But
I
like,
recommend
but it's an
doing it.
experience you're paying for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
One thing I've only seen really in Asia as well, going off like the boba thing before, like I guess the boba
It's the
craze
most
took
privileged
off.
thing I've ever mentioned, by the way. I just realised that. It sounds so
afternoon
privileged,
tea?
me being like, the tea isn't good enough. It's disgusting.
No
Sorry, go.
sandwiches.
I mean, it's one thing I feel like Britain does well, so I think it's a good. It's
Snow Greg's, though, is it?
Snow Greg's.
Snow Greg's.
It's not Greg's. But yeah, like dessert cafes. That's one thing like I only saw in Asia.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if there is more dessert cafes in
Dessert
the UK
buffets,
now.
especially.
Sorry?
Dessert buffets.
Dessert buffet. What's that?
It's like it's literally exactly that. Think of a buffet, but it's all desserts.
Yeah, because whenever I'd hang out with my like some of my friends in Thailand, they'd be like, "Oh, let's go to this dessert cafe." I'm just like, wait, like to me, growing up in England, dessert was something you have at the end of a meal at a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
You don't go to a specific place to eat dessert, right? That concept was just alien to me.
Yeah.
And like, to me, it still feels weird, right? Because I would like, if I want dessert after a meal, I would order it at the restaurant.
Yeah.
But like, you go to a dessert cafe, and it's like half a meal, you know.
Yeah.
you know, because like you never go to a dessert cafe after you finish eating at a restaurant.
Yeah.
But you go to a dessert cafe at like really weird times of the day, and yeah, 3 or something.
Yeah.
And I go to a dessert cafe, I have the dessert, and then it just fucks with my eating schedule because then I just don't want dinner.
Yeah,
But then it
yeah.
also doesn't fill me up as well. It's really weird.
So you get hungry at like 9 p.m. you
Yeah,
know? It's like a really weird time where it's like, oh, it's kind of too late to eat food.
yeah, right.
But I know I won't be able to sleep because I'm gonna get hungry.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't know. I just don't feel satisfied if I've eaten a lot of something sweet. But
Yeah.
when I eat like a savory meal,
Yeah.
I just feel like happy.
I just feel sick if I eat too much sweet
Yeah,
stuff
me
now.
too.
Yeah.
I was always like that though. Like I could never eat too. I liked sweets, but like I could never eat too much of it because then I'd be filled up. But then that feeling of being filled up by sweet shit just made me feel really ill, which just made me want to eat regular food anyway.
Man, I said this like a year or two ago, but man, I still don't like themed cafes in Japan. They're like collaboration cafes. The food,
Because of the food.
the food and drink is like a joke.
It
Yeah.
looks good.
That's the thing is that
Yeah.
I hate the fact that we're turning like food impractical. We're like we're like okay, well we put a little. I went to the Square Enix one,
Oh yeah.
and then they made me a latte, and I was like, this latte tastes really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they put a slime on it, so I guess now it's worth $9.
Yeah,
and
listen.
I'm like, what?
I've been to so many themed cafes because Aki loves going to them.
I know.
Like because she makes content out of it, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
understandable.
yeah.
But I think the only good one where I would actually go back for the food is the Kirby Cafe.
Oh.
And I know it's good
Biased.
because
Sus.
I know it's good because
the biggest Kirby fan.
No,
of
no,
all
no, no, hear
says
me out.
the Kirby
Hear me out.
Cafe has the best food.
It does.
What a coincidence!
It legitimately
Joey.
does,
What a
and I
coincidence.
know I'm not the only one who thinks that because it was a temporary thing at fucking Tokyo Skytree, but
Yeah.
now they made it a permanent thing. So you know, if a themed cafe turns permanent, that's how you know that the food is good. Because if the food sucks, then people don't come back. There's like a novelty to it that's really short-lived, and once you've like experienced all the food and you've experienced that themed cafe's like style and everything, and you've grabbed all the fucking merch you can because there's always a merch shop attached to it as well.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to go back.
I don't know, because to me it's like the food itself is the art.
Yeah.
Don't draw all over my steak. Don't reassemble the carrots to look
Yeah.
like a smiley face.
But I
I'm
think
not a
that's why I
toddler.
like the Kirby Cafe, because the Kirby Cafe, they don't fuck around with the food, they fuck around with the cutlery. So like the plates are like certainly shaped in certain ways, or like the cups are shaped in certain ways, but
Okay,
the
I like
actual
that. I like
food
that.
itself is normal once you put it on a regular plate.
I don't know if I'm like a Scrooge or something, just don't enjoy fun or whatever, but like I just don't want people like making faces or shit out with my food. I don't want my food to be like a toy.
No, I get that.
I'm exactly the same way. Where if I go to a themed something of like something I'm a fan of, then I don't want them to fuck around with the food. You know,
right.
I just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
look. I'm here for a good time to
I'll
enjoy
buy
the
the
thing
merch,
I
right?
like.
Okay,
I'll buy the merch.
Give
Yeah.
me like cool merch. Give me like cool exclusive merch that I can buy. You
What
know,
better way to get one with the show than to digest the show?
Oh, dude, like fucking typical example is when we went to the Bucky exhibit, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I saw this poster that was like, oh, just down the block there is the Bucky Cafe, like a
Yeah.
Bucky themed
Oh,
cafe.
God.
And my friend and I were like, because it was like hitting around
There
lunchtime,
is a
like
steak.
early
Yeah.
afternoon. We were like, all right, let's go check it out, right? Let's go see the menu. And I saw the menu and I was like, this is the laziest attempt at a themed cafe ever. One of them was like Retsukayo's Napolitan pasta, and I'm like, what the? When does Retsu ever eat Napoleon pasta in fucking Bucky?
it's like they are really fucking stretching it. They're really stretching it to make it on brand.
Yeah.
It's Mickey Mouse's world famous lasagna.
Yeah, it was like one
He
of them was
loves
like
lasagna.
Yujiro's cappuccino, and it's like it didn't even have Yujiro's face on it. It was literally just a cappuccino.
$9.
And I'm like, what makes this Yujiro?
Yeah, that's the thing about
$10.
so many themed cafes I've been to in Japan where they have a dish on the menu that's just like fucking Rin's special curry from Fate Stay Night, and I'm just like, when did this happen? How is this on brand? Why did you just add you literally just added a character to a random dish?
Yeah, exactly.
And you call it brand.
Oh my
God!
I find it like insulting. It's like you're insulting my intelligence.
Yeah.
You're insulting my fandom.
Yeah.
By like, you think I'm just gonna buy this because you put this character on it? I'll take 2. But
like, if you had put the fucking like Neapolitan pasta in front of me, I would have been like, oh, it's just a regular Neapolitan pasta. Like, do you think though, if they were like, but it's Retsukayo's Neapolitan pasta, then I'd be like, well, fucking sign me up. Then I'm gonna eat the shit out of this. Like,
this is why, like, when you go to like Wolfgang Puck's restaurant, he doesn't serve like fucking smiley faces on his steak. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want that. Like, I don't want this.
it's just like the steak just has like
if you
the
went
initials.
to a really nice restaurant, there's just initials burned into the steak. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Is this a horse? Like, you branding it? Like, was it running away? Like, what's going on?
Like, this is our steak.
Yeah, like I just don't like that. To me, it's like, it's such. If a food is done well, it itself is so beautiful, and I'll pay for it, and it speaks more. But just have the decor of the cafe. Have everything else be like
just make it like
everything else but the food. Like, don't fuck with that.
Have cool cutlery, have a cool vibe. Have a cool aesthetic. Make it feel like you're at.
If it's Kirby,
place.
make it so that the toilet is Kirby, and I can lift up his mouth.
Yeah,
and I can sit and shit in Kirby's.
Yeah, right. But like, I think that's what I appreciated about the Kirby Cafe was that they didn't fuck around with the food. They fucked around with the cutlery, which you can then buy at the fucking merch store, right? So it's like, oh, cool. This is like a thing I can use in my kitchen, and it's like kind of neat and dope, and it doesn't have to. I don't have to make a fucking Kirby
you'll
themed
get
food,
to know
right?
if you come to Japan at some point. I'm sure there'll be tons.
Yeah, please. Like,
Yeah,
Kirby
you
Cafe
do.
is great.
But
like,
there's always a bunch.
Yeah,
that rotating.
But like, for me, especially when it's like cafes, especially that are like paired with like exhibits or whatever, right? It's just like, just give me some good merch.
Didn't they have the Pineapple Pen Cafe?
Yeah, I went to
Did they actually?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I made a video on it.
Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah, I made
How
a
long
video
ago
on
was
it.
this?
When was Pineapple Apple Pen been? Like 6 years ago?
6 years ago.
I think it was like 2016. Yeah, they made
That's how popular it was. They made a cafe.
They made a pop-up of Pineapple Apple Pen. I think it was at Tokyo Skytree or Tokyo Tower, whichever one it was.
Right.
But yeah, you go in and all of the menu items spelt out PPAP. Because that was the only.
That was it.
Yeah, they didn't even have any like pineapple or apple-based products, and I'm like, I feel like you really missed the ball here.
Paprika. It's paprika, right?
It was like a pineapple apple pen burger, and I'm like, what does this have to do with pineapple apple pen?
With zero pineapple in the
Yeah,
burger.
no pineapple in the burger, no apple.
That's good though. I don't like pineapple burgers.
I don't mind it if it's done well, but like even then, it's like they couldn't even put the effort to do that, and it's like, the thing I felt the most sorry about was the fact that, like, I looked at, there was like 2 like clerks who were like standing behind the counter, and they looked so dead inside because Pineapple Apple Pen was playing on repeat in the store all day. I was there for like a couple of hours, and I was like, by like minute 20, I was like, I want to get the fuck out of here. Just shove a pen in my ear to just like blur out the sound. They looked so dead.
Well, that's kind of how I feel like all of the truck drivers who drive around like fucking Harajuku or whatever, and they have to drive around promoting these idols or whatever, or like the latest album.
Have we spoken about? I swear we've mentioned it. There's these trucks that drive around Japan where they'll play music.
Yeah.
Really loudly.
They're called dekotora, or decorative trucks.
Yeah.
And they just play and they're awful.
Yeah.
They're awful.
It's basically just like a moving billboard, basically.
Yeah,
It's weird.
basically.
Weird in Japan how you can't make noise in your own apartment, but anyone can make as much noise as they want on the street. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, right.
It's
Like
just-
someone can come
No
around
complaints.
selling
Political
like
people,
hot potatoes and intrude our like stream.
Stream, yeah.
People running for government just scream in public.
Yeah.
It's just like, what year are we in? Where you don't you have like social media you could promote on?
No.
But no, I'm sure you're really connected with the youth of today by driving around a truck and
Yeah, like
screaming.
what do they expect for like everyone to come out of their houses? It's like, guys, honey, wake up!
It's
the new politicians in town.
It's
Like,
I mean, even if it's older people, right? They're not going to get up to go outside to listen to you drive by.
Maybe that's why they're loud. Otherwise, they're not going to like hear it, right? So they just like broadcast. They broadcast all the houses.
Honestly, probably.
we're gonna make it through the hearing aids somehow.
Well, Japan's in an interesting spot where like they have to, political people have to try and go towards the older generation.
Yeah.
So all the techniques they use seem like archaic as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's the only way they can get elected. Because if you're not in someone's letterbox, they're not getting
Yeah,
Twitter.
exactly.
Weird, isn't it? Weird, isn't it? That like they just the whole political system is just catered
What,
towards
what,
old
what I
people.
just don't understand though is like, yeah, I'm sure they're like, being loud as fuck, right, on the street, so that, again, as you were saying, like, it can reach the old people's ears, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people, as old age comes, naturally, you become hard of hearing.
Right.
And yet these same old people can hear, like, the tiniest creak from upstairs and be like, oh my god, that's too fucking loud. How dare they walk so loud in my apartment? Meanwhile, I'm having a really hard time hearing this fucking politician on 17 megaphones just drive past my house. I need them to turn up a little bit louder.
Well, I don't know what, like, are there any laws around, like, how much noise you can make in Japan?
The past 10 or 9.
Past 10? Because
It's something like that. I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I feel half the time like people just don't follow those laws,
yeah.
and there's like always exceptions to the rule. Like, you could have like a bunch of like how come all these like loud ass bikes that like drive through like neighborhoods, not be fucking called on by the cops?
Does your neighborhood have like a gang of old Japanese grandmas who are just like the real, like,
What do you mean?
the leaders of that fucking street or whatever?
Because you have a house.
Oh yeah, I have a house. Yeah,
You're in like a neighborhood area.
I'm in an apartment, so
Yeah,
it's
okay.
not like
I'm in
that.
an apartment as well.
Yeah, because Maylin like warned me about this before I was moving in the house, and she was like, "Be careful about the posse of old Japanese grandmas." And I'm just like, "What are you talking about, Maylin? What are you talking about?" And lo and behold, like now I've noticed like there is this group of Japanese grandmas who like seem to run the neighborhood. I don't know how this happened.
It's a
I
parking
don't know why
violation,
this
son.
happened. But you do like one thing wrong. Like maybe you take the garbage out just a bit too early. You see them eyeing you. You see them eyeing you, right? Yeah, I can tell. Anytime me and Sydney come out, like we like sometimes they're just like gossiping together.
Right,
And
right,
like
right.
you know when you could feel
Gossiping,
someone gossiping
yeah.
about you. That's every time like me and Sydney go out of the house, and they're always in the same corner. It's the same group of
Yeah,
Japanese grandma.
yeah.
And I remember.
We should wave at them and say hi.
Yeah, you should.
I do,
Yeah,
I do.
for those people, what I've learned is that you just need to be like ignorantly like happy and friendly towards them, and then they'll start to be like, oh, maybe they're actually alright. Maybe we'll take them off the hit list.
I feel like I feel like I've been put. I was friendly enough, right?
That's the most moist
Sorry.
speaker here.
Yeah, but I feel like I've been put on a hit list now because I did unfortunately take the garbage out on the wrong day. One day.
Being on a Japanese hit list is just like
Yeah.
they'll give you at worst a passive aggressive note one day.
Yeah,
And
I got that.
that's
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
get.
yeah.
Did you
No.
really?
Yeah, remember I in my
Yeah.
old apartment I got that English written note.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst you'll get.
Yeah,
They
that's
say
the worst you'll
they
get.
say they'll kick you out and that
Yeah.
they'll tell the
Yeah.
housing company.
And then I
The
Nihongo
housing company's not
Josu
gonna-
reverse
yeah.
Uno card, and then they shut up. Yeah.
The housing company's not going to kick you out.
No, of course not.
Unless you are actually taking the piss. But if
Yeah.
you're just walking, they're not going to. The housing company's not going to give a fuck.
Yeah,
about
they'll be
that.
like, okay, Granny,
They'll be like, all right,
simmer
all
down,
right,
come
all
on
right.
now.
So one day, like normally we take our garbage out either like the night before or like the morning of. I don't know what's custom in Japanese neighborhood. Normally it's like
it depends on your area.
yeah. Normally it's like I think the morning of.
Yeah.
But I remember I think I woke up like slightly late that day.
Yeah.
So how it works in my place is that the garbage is one day and then like the recyclables is the next day.
Yeah.
And
I think that's most. I think it's most places.
yeah. So I thought like I was just on the cusp of like getting the recyclables out on the right day.
Yeah.
Because it's garbage, recyclables, then garbage again.
Yeah.
And so I thought I was just on the cusp. Maybe the garbage truck hadn't come yet. So I go out to the garbage spot and I see like some bags there. I was like, oh great, I still made it in time.
Yeah.
And so I put the recyclables out. Went back in my house and just continued about my day, and then I get a ring on my doorbell.
Oh no.
I get a ring on my doorbell, and I'm
way.
just like, oh, it must be a delivery or something.
Yeah.
And it's I open the door, and it's 3 old Japanese grandmas just staring at me in front of my door. Yeah, I am serious.
Oh my
and,
God.
And I see my my bag of recyclables right in front of my door.
Right.
And they I mean, they nicely enough explained to me that it was that I had missed the time and it was just the wrong day to bring out the recyclables. But it kind of felt like some fucking loan sharks outside my door, being like,
"It'd be a shame if this would have happened again."
yeah.
It's like Repo Man. You do it again, we're taking everything.
They are basically like the gangsters that run the neighborhood. You know, I felt like I just like missed out on the day on like paying the protection money of the day. It's like shame what would happen if
America has the Crips and the Bloods. We have the Grannies. Fear them. They control everything.
Yeah, they're the real like it's like the fucking Sopranos, right? You know, it's the Japanese Sopranos, right? The old Japanese grandmother.
Did you take the recycling out today?
Yes.
I heard some really strict, crazy grandmas who can get pissed off when, like, you know, on like cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
Like the Amazon labels and stuff.
Yeah.
They get like pissed off you don't take those off.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of some grandmas that get like, they're like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't make a difference.
No.
Yeah,
Of course not.
This is why I love living in an apartment building. Just take it down whenever I want.
Yeah.
No recycling day, no garbage day. It's like whenever you have garbage, take it down. Cardboard's the worst because when you're moving in, it literally is like cardboard city.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like stacks upon stacks upon stacks. I'm waiting for the day when you're like, well, what's that in the corner, Connor? Well, it's the wall of cardboard, actually. It's one of the main attractions of the apartment. And I have so much cardboard, in fact, that I could probably, house everyone in the half of Japan.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing where I remember when I was moving in, I felt like if you missed the day of the cardboard collection, then you were just fucked, right?
Yeah.
But also you feel like, am I taking the piss with this much cardboard? Like I have like a 2 meter high stack of cardboard. Am I taking up too much cardboard? Is that allowed? What's the limit on how much recycling I can recycle?
I remember the only time I had like a granny experience when I was moving into my current place was when it was the first week I was moving in, and it was like the shitload of cardboard thing. Right?
Yeah.
And cardboard day comes around. I'm just like, finally, here we go. This is where the cleansing starts, right? So I take out like way too much cardboard, like probably fucking half the Amazon rainforest worth of cardboard, right?
Naturally.
And then the next morning I come out, to leave for the office, right? And a grandma like stops me. And I'm like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. And she points at the mountain of cardboard and she's like, that's all your cardboard, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, not all of it, but yeah.
Like, come on, Lo, it's like
90%. Most of it. And she's like, I think that you're really causing the rubbish people a lot of trouble with that much cardboard. And then I just reverse Uno card and I'm like, I moved in yesterday. Puts on sunglasses, walks off. But legit, she was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that." Yeah. But that felt good. That was the one time where I trumped the granny. I was like, "You don't control it. Silence, woman."
You can actually, some moving companies allow you to like call them up.
Yeah, and take the
Yeah,
cardboard.
Yeah. I did that, but even I had so much cardboard that the moving company could only take so much
Yeah.
cardboard.
Yeah.
Because I moved into a much bigger place and I had needed to buy all this new furniture to fill up the space. So
Yeah.
But it felt good. Felt good to reverse Uno card and granny.
Basically, they think like organized crime in Japan is the Yakuza. No, just
It's the granny.
it's the Japanese grannies in your neighborhood. Watch out. Make sure you don't piss them off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to be having a bad time.
I've been living here for 60 years. I know every nook and cranny of these streets.
Literally the day after they came, I came back home and they'd slid this in my letterbox, just like the schedule of the garbage for like the week and the garbage collection.
That's so passive-aggressive.
And I was just like, oh, this is they're sending me a message. They're literally sending me a message.
Note and you're like, get this wrong again, you're dead. Don't fuck it up again. God.
Gonna wake up in my bed with like a decapitated horse head or something. Like, don't get the garbage day right next time. Don't fuck up.
Dead salmon at your front door.
It's like, you better take this out on the right day.
What day does oily containers go gone?
The ultimate test.
A shampoo bottle is not recycling gone.
Oh my god.
I love it. You have this like spreadsheet of like items that very specifically cannot be recycled and stuff.
I have an app for it, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like our ward created an app being like, if you put in a certain item, it tells you exactly what day to
You know what
bring it out.
sucks is that there's like some items you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's like like styrofoam, right?
Yeah.
Where have you had the packaging that's like thin it's like a paper styrofoam.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is this? Is this burnable? Is this paper? Is this
Plastic?
I don't know what this is. This is a mystery. And every time I ask anyone, they're like, I have no idea. I think it's burnable, but no one's like 100%. They're like, everyone's like, dude, it's not gonna matter. Just put it in the burnable.
That's the thing. It's like there's all these rules that are laid out that like the grannies will enforce you on, but like when you put it all into a fucking bag and just put it out.
I heard that apparently the recycling, even though they make you sort it very strict, that actually when it goes to the plant, apparently I don't know how true this is, that it's not actually like they don't recycle it as well as you think they are.
Yeah. I would believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
But fuck, dude. I one time I went down to my recycling thing in my current place.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I was putting out my bottles in the bottle thing, and I noticed that there was like 10 plus Bombay Sapphire gin bottles.
Right.
And I was like, who has drank this much Bombay Sapphire? This is a lot.
It wasn't
of gin.
you, right?
It wasn't. I was going to say.
I thought that was like
as another person who enjoys Bombay Sapphire gin,
yeah.
I was like, I wonder who's bought this much Bombay. Well, I'm going to keep saying it. It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Bombay Sapphire
Clearly, there's
gin.
another British person in your building.
I was like, either somebody's running a bar secretly in their apartment that specializes in Bombay Sapphire cocktails.
or someone had a good night.
Or there's a really depressed British person somewhere in this apartment building who is really, really spending a lot of money on gin.
Yeah.
I just thought, why would you have this many? They were all neatly stacked.
Right.
And like almost like a Jenga-esque stacking style. I'm like, this is definitely one person who brought. I wondered, did they collect them for a long time? They thought, no, this is ridiculous. I can't collect this many bottles because some people keep their alcohol containers afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like a memory, but
Yeah.
I guess when you drink too much, you're like, okay, this is just.
How many Bombay Sapphires is too many?
I just thought, I was like, this is a lot. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on here? I wonder. I was like, what a weird trash. Do you ever see people's trash and you think, what's going on?
Oh
What's going
yeah.
on?
Yeah,
What's going
yeah.
on with that?
Many times. I remember the weirdest one I saw was it was a vacuum cleaner that had been perfectly cut in half down the middle. And I was like, how did that happen?
Someone's like, damn, man, I just want to see what's inside.
Yeah, it was like a Dyson. It was like the body of a Dyson, but it had been perfectly split down the middle. But there was only one half,
That's
and I'm like,
fucking
where
impressive.
did the other half
Sounds
go?
like some serial killer shit.
Yeah.
Just one half.
Yeah.
It was only one half, and I was kind of I was like, for like 5 minutes I was kind of like looking around, seeing like, I wonder where the other half is. I couldn't find it, so he's either kept the other half, or I've witnessed some crucial evidence of a crime scene or something. Like I don't know
so
what.
specific.
It was the weirdest thing. At least I was like, oh well, now I know what's inside of a Dyson.
It's like something you see for like a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
oh, how?
What's inside of a Dyson?
What's inside of a Dyson?
Yeah.
What if I cut this Dyson in perfect?
I just want to know how they did it. They must have it's either someone has a laser cutter inside of their house, or they just went ham with a saw. I don't know what it was.
Either they have a saw in their house
Yeah.
or it's somewhere else, and then they brought half a Dyson to your apartment building, and then they decided that they are done with half a Dyson and that they're going to throw it away.
It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen.
So annoying having to get rid of big stuff in Japan.
It is.
You
Yeah,
buy
it
those
is.
stupid stickers from the convenience, and then
Yeah.
you can't throw out a if it's bigger than I think 30 centimeters in my
Yeah.
apartment,
Something like
which
that.
is nothing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
so many things that are 30 centimeters or bigger, and if you want to throw it away, you have to book, and it's normally like 3 weeks away if
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah, usually it's like a month.
So normally now I figured out a genius strat, which is just break the thing down
Yeah.
to below 30
Oh
centimeters.
yeah.
And then you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you know how like in the prison movies, right? When they escape from prison, that they start dumping the soil one by one,
Yeah.
in the courtyard or something.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you gotta break this cabinet into like small pieces and slowly recycle it every week.
That's actually, I saw that the other day, actually.
People do it because they don't want to deal with because
Yeah.
this shit is so annoying.
Someone had disposed of an office chair one part at a time.
I get it.
That's so genius.
I remember because I remember seeing I would go take the garbage out, and one day I saw the bottom half, so the wheels part, and I'm just like, why is someone just getting rid of the fucking wheels part?
Yeah.
And then the next week I go to put the garbage again, and it's the seat. then there's this, and then it's the seat, and I'm like, oh, someone's just playing Jenga with office chairs, and the next week, lo and behold, it's the backrest. And
It's slow, but it's
This is
effective.
the exact reason why I bought a saw. I'm not kidding. I bought a saw just to saw shit in half so that I don't have to deal with this.
I had a lot of wooden shit, and I'm just like, I'm not paying to get rid of this fucking wooden plank. I'm just gonna saw this
Yeah,
bitch up.
yeah.
But it's also annoying because you have to measure it exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's even a little bit off, they won't take it.
Yeah.
And then you got to wait another 3 weeks and buy those stupid sticker things again. I don't want to.
I had like a metallic like coat hanger or a coat rack kind of thing. And of course it was like way too big even if I took the parts off. So what did I do? I put it back up, I put it on my balcony and just let the weather wear it down as much as possible to the point where I could just snap it in half.
You let it rust.
I just let it rust to shit and then I grab the saw or like just snap it in half to the size. I'm like, perfect.
Just let nature take its course. Erosion.
Like 3 months later, I was like, all right, I can finally see
sounds
this
like
out.
the worst way to recycle something. But I respect the effort you'd go to not deal with the bureaucracy.
Dude, it probably would have taken just as long to fucking book a time to throw this fucking coat hanger out.
I just don't want to deal with it, you know. I
just wait for someone to come over and be like, "Do you want this shitty thing I don't need? Just take it."
Dude, they make me feel like such a bastard for using batteries. Like I just want to use some AA batteries, and they make it seem like I was like using like some kind of radioactive material. The way they make get rid of it, I'm like, what's wrong with me?
I don't think I've ever like properly gotten rid of my batteries, right? Because I'm just like, okay, I'll get rid of them next time, the other time. So I have like a fucking drawer just full of like used dead batteries that I've not been able to get rid of because
that is the most troll drawer in existence.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, I'm sure we've got a whole drawer full of batteries, Sydney. Go and grab a pair. None of them are working, Gaunt.
That's what you should do as like a joke. Just be like, just get one like actually working battery and put it in that drawer and be like, there is one working battery.
Find the working battery. I mean, I'm gonna get rid of it someday, but just like I just keep forgetting the day to get rid of the batteries.
It's like
properly.
the most fucked up saw trap. There's one working battery. You have 15 minutes.
Find the working battery.
Oh my god.
I don't really use a lot of batteries, but for a lot of the filming stuff that we have,
it's basically all for the filming stuff.
It's all for like mics, camera accessories. It's all batteries. It's really annoying because you have to get batteries for that, and it kind of sucks. I was like, get rechargeable ones. It's like, yeah, but I always forget to recharge.
Yeah, but then if you get rechargeable ones, you forget to recharge before the shoots, which is
and luckily you can buy AAA batteries like everywhere in Japan, so
Yeah.
pretty good for that. It's pretty good. Always done well.
Anything else you guys been up to this week?
I'm just trying to think.
We watched anime. Finished Odd Taxi.
Oh, you finished Odd Taxi? That's surprising. Did you watch it in subbed or dubbed?
Subbed. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
A very fun show. I don't know how they're going to make a movie.
Oh yeah, they are making a movie, aren't they?
Yeah, I was surprised when they announced that they were making a movie, just because it felt like it just wrapped everything up.
Yeah, I was like, we're done, aren't we?
Also, it weirdly seemed like I didn't think it was as popular on the surface as
Did you watch it?
made it out to be. I watched it. Yeah, I ended up watching it. Yeah.
How have we never talked about it?
I don't know. I thought I told you I finished it.
No, you didn't. No, I would remember.
It's because it's so rare.
I would remember if you told me you'd finished an anime, Joey. What the fuck?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. But yeah, again, like I was surprised not only because as you said, like the show wrapped up nicely, where it was like, how are they going to make a movie out of it?
Yeah.
But also, it's like I don't know. I feel Odd Taxi was one of those shows where like it got really popular from word of mouth.
Yeah.
Where like, is it like I was like, did it really get that popular to warrant a movie? That's what I
don't know how popular it got, because I remember when I made my video on it, I was just like, I made it because no one was talking about it
right?
at all. And
I thought it was kind of like the underdog.
I mean, everyone who watches it, I know, likes it. It's a great show.
But that's the thing. It's like it's one of those shows where like I feel you start watching it because someone who gave it a go was like, it was really fucking good.
Yeah, I feel like it had a similar arc to Made in Abyss, because when Made in Abyss came out, it just no one was watching Made in Abyss at all, because everyone saw the art style and everyone was just like, oh, this is a children's show, which couldn't be more further from the truth, honestly. But then like
there's a lot of children in the show.
I mean, yeah, it is a children's show in some sense of the word.
It's one for the kids.
One for the whole family.
They can relate. The children can relate.
The
children can relate. Which is but yeah, I mean, like it kind of like that was another show that really spread through word of mouth, and then it eventually like it won like anime of the year it came out as well. Odd Taxi, I feel, had a similar thing where it didn't really have much promotion or anything like that. At least not that I could see outside of Japan. In Japan, it actually had some kind of decent promotion, because every time, I remember when it was airing, every time you go in a taxi, they would have an Odd Taxi advertisement playing.
really?
Yeah. Did you
Oh.
not see?
No, I didn't.
Like they'd
I
always
didn't
have
see.
it like playing in like little TVs that I have on
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the back
yeah.
of the taxis.
Did they?
Yeah, at least I did. I saw.
I didn't go on
Yeah, I
enough
didn't
taxis
see
to know.
Did we? Did I talk about Tokyo Revengers? I watched that.
I think
You have not talked about Tokyo
Have we not?
Revengers.
Have we not?
maybe not on episode.
Well, I was I was trying to watch all the animes of the year that were nominated.
When did you get time to watch anime?
Just, I mean, an episode here and there. It's very
Right.
sporadic.
Right.
I was like, oh, Sunny Boy looks kind of shit. I didn't.
Yeah,
really-
you're not going to enjoy Sunny Boy.
I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, it's for those anime fans that think that they're really intelligent and want something deep.
Your IQ wasn't
Yeah.
high
But at the
enough.
end of the day, they're just anime fans.
I'll tell you who would enjoy Sunny Boy. I think you would really enjoy Sunny Boy, actually.
What? Okay, you
Listen,
are not.
listen.
You're not the
'Cause
first person to say that to me for some reason.
there's
I don't know
this-
if I should be offended.
There's,
No, you
there's this
shouldn't be
category of
offended.
shows, and to me, I took one look at Sunny Boy, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this is what fucking Reddit anime fans are going to be like. This is the best anime of the year, actually." It's,
To me, if I listened to 2 soundtrack songs from it, and I was like, okay, if the soundtrack is as good as the actual show, I think I'm going to enjoy this.
I just cannot stand shows where I feel like people like it just to be pretentious.
Right,
And that's
right,
like one of
yeah.
those shows that like I felt like the fans made me want to not watch it and despise it more than the show.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't even know if I enjoyed Sunny Boy. It's a really fucking weird show, and it left an impression on me. Whether I enjoyed it or not,
Oh,
is
that
still,
sounds
like
like something I
Like, I
would
think
enjoy.
it's-
Yeah, I watched it, and I'm just like, this is such a Joey show. And then like,
Like, what would you give it out of 10?
I don't even fucking know. Like,
5?
to me, it's
Five,
still like,
four,
to me,
three,
like to me,
two,
like it's still sinking in. It could be like, it's one
What
of
does
those.
that mean? What does that fucking mean? It's so sick. What is it?
Okay.
Is it
I got the perfect analogy. Have you watched like Donnie Darko?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I like Don Darko.
What did you like about it?
God, it's been so long.
Exactly.
I remember I liked it. It's been a very long time since I watched Donnie Darko.
Yeah,
Fuck, that's like one of my favorite movies.
Okay, so it's kind of like
Can you,
that.
can you watch it so then I don't feel bad about shitting on it? Because
Yeah.
right now I just feel like I'm shitting into the void.
what?
It's like 86.
Sunny Boy?
Yeah. It's like 86. When I shit on 86, I thought, oh, no one's going to contest me on this. Turned out everyone.
Meanwhile,
got
the
really,
entire internet.
everyone got really fucking angry that
Yeah,
I didn't
I know.
like 86. But to be fair, I watched 8 episodes of that and it was boring as shit.
Yeah.
That's 86's fault. For being
Sunny
boring.
Boy is just 12?
Funny Boy's just 12 episodes. It's like what actually like because I remember watching the first 3 episodes of Sunny Boy. I thought it was boring as fuck. I thought it was like boring as fuck.
Okay.
This is like
if you think
this is
that,
like
then holy shit, I'm gonna be like
this is
Gigavolt.
like fucking art house fucking pretentious shit. And then like the soundtrack got recommended to me, and I'm just like holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
This soundtrack just like is everything I want. It's like a lot of soft rock, alternative rock in the soundtrack. I
Yeah.
mean, you listen to some tracks, and I'm just like, I kind of want to watch this show just because of the soundtrack.
I found it because I was buying a bunch of vinyls, and
Yeah.
on the front page of the store the online store that I go to buy my vinyls, it just would not leave the front page, and I
Yeah.
was like, "What is this Sunny Boy thing?" So I
Yeah.
went onto YouTube real quick, looked up one song, and I was like, "Yep, sold."
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Right.
This is
and
lit.
that's like the best thing I can say is like the soundtrack just sets the vibe of the anime.
Okay, yeah.
Where it's less about the plot points and it's more about the feeling that it gives you.
Did you end up finishing it? Or you?
Oh yeah, I did end up finishing it. I mean, like I finished it and I didn't know what to think about it, but I knew like some of the ideas presented in Sunny Boy. It's just kind of like it's one of those shows that you don't know exactly what you think immediately, but I just remember some scenes.
So it's kind of like Fully Cooley in that sense.
Yeah, kind of like Fully Cooley.
Right,
where it's just like Fully Cooley, Donnie Darko, that kind of thing, where you watch it and you're like, I don't really know what I watched, but some parts of it just really stick with you and just refuse to leave.
Right,
And that's how I feel
right.
with Sunny Boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it deserved to be nominated for an anime of the year?
I don't think it deserved to be nominated for Anime of the Year.
Didn't it win like the Reddit one though? Like the Reddit anime?
Yeah,
of the
no.
year?
Of course it did.
No. It won the
Art house pretentious type of anime.
It won the Reddit's not the user. Not the user award.
the critic.
The critic award.
Oh my god.
which doesn't help. Which does not help its image at all. It's
Yeah.
like the Reddit armchair critics gave it the award for like anime. of the
You know,
year.
I hate bashing on low-hanging fruit, but yeah, I mean, there is sometimes normally an indication where
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, like,
You know, whenever I say like Donnie Darko is one of my favorite movies, I'm waiting for it. Like I'm
Yeah.
I'm like dangling the low hanging
I
fruit.
mean,
Well,
no, it's
like-
normally Joey.
okay,
Joey's
okay.
normally that guy
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our podcast who's like the pretentious
Yeah.
But, like,
media
we-
guy.
Yeah, I am.
with Donnie Darko, did you like it immediately?
No.
Or yeah.
No, I only liked it maybe after like my second or third
I
viewing
was so
of it.
young when I watched it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the problem. Like when I first watched it, I was like maybe like 13, 14 years old, right?
Yeah.
And when you watch those kinds of movies at 13, 14, you don't know what the fuck's going on. All you think is, oh,
The DNA of the soul. They shape our living. They are the culture. They are everything we pass on. Expose someone to anger long enough, they learn to hate. They become a carrier. Envy, greed, despair, unease, nasty. How about full of shit? Is that a meme? You can't fight nature, Jack. Wind blows, rain falls, and the strong prey upon the weak. Ugh. Sam tells me you see your weapon as a tool. Something that saves lives, a means of justice. Now there's a pretty meme. Exquisite. It spared you the burden of all the lives you've taken. Absolved you of guilt when you enjoyed it. That is until the illusion was. At your best. Give it up. Back. To the earth Forget it. Get the Forget it. This one's on me! Backhand rule! Magnetic power! At your best! Welcome to my utopia of death! Jack, Ripper. You're dead. Dead on. Go as you please. Don't you?
You killed Monsoon. I'm impressed. The brains are in the server room undergoing training. Knock yourself out. Go nuts.
Ooh, creepy bunny. Wow.
Yeah.
But then I watched it again when I was like 17, 18, which is like the peak of pretentiousness when it comes to consuming media.
I definitely had that phase
Okay,
as
okay.
well.
Yeah.
Do you understand Donnie Darko?
Only after I watched like a fuckload of like analysis videos on it.
Right.
But like I had a friend who recommended me Donnie Darko during like high school or like middle school. Who was like a massive fan of it. So like he would tell me like his theories on it, and we would kind of like bounce off ideas. And I'm like, I found that I think that's the reason why I like a lot of those kinds of media, because it's like, especially when you have another person or like a group of people to like discuss it and like kind of like theorize and hypothesize like, oh, this might be this or this might be that, whatever, right? Like that's kind of fun. And then, you know, once you actually like sit down and like read into what it's actually about according to the creator or whatever, then you just realize, oh, it's not as deep as all these fucking pretentious critics made it out to be.
My favorite thing is when people like speculate about media and stuff, and then the creator was like, "No, that's not it."
Like, no.
And then they're like, "No, I don't think you understood what you did. I think it's actually this, sir."
yeah.
It's literally
like-
the Evangelion.
Yeah,
fan
the
base.
Ava.
It's literally like, no, I'm not. My theory is right, please. No, I mean,
Yeah.
I think there's anime that don't appeal to me as much, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I totally don't blame
No,
people
like it
who
doesn't
think
even
that.
appeal to me. It's just like I have to be in like in a really specific mood
Right,
that comes along once a year or once every 2 years, where I'm just like, I just want to watch something and just not understand it and make me feel things that.
I mean, the thing I like about this podcast is that the viewers can like align their who they trust's opinion on a show based on what type of media they like. right. So if you're like more to me, I'm like I don't like 86, and I'm like, you shouldn't then trust my opinion for other anime.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that show weirdly is like people are obsessed with it, and I just didn't enjoy it, and I didn't know anything about the series. I didn't know anyone was talking about it.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I think it's like, I think part of being a good critic, at least, or talk like online at least, or part of being a good critic is acknowledging that you have taste. Because people look at like people who talk about media online, and they should be like, you should be able to judge every single piece of media objectively, equally. You know, you should be able to judge them with no bias. And I'm just like, that's complete bullshit.
Yeah. Like you're not a fucking robot.
Yeah, like
you know?
when I look at, you know, for example, like Donkey, for example, when I look at one of his video game reviews, I know exactly what his taste is.
Yeah.
And that gives me a better perspective than a lot of fucking IGN reviewers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because at least when Donkey, like, I think recently, like, I saw his review of, like, Horizon Forbidden West, and, like, he didn't, like,
He
completely
shat on it. He did shit on it.
Okay, he shat on it. not completely like compared to some JRPGs,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
But like I saw his criticisms, and I was just like, wow, this is like, I can completely understand why he feels this way.
Yeah.
And but me knowing what kind of gamer he
understand.
is, I understand, and that gives me a better perspective of
But
what this
no.
game is like compared to a lot of other critics. And
I would say like the best critics online are the ones where you continue to keep watching even though you disagree with most of their opinions.
Yeah.
Just because like because their opinion holds, like, even though you don't agree with it, they explain it and they're articulate enough and they're honest enough with what they like, and the fact that, you know, there's no way to completely get rid of bias with anything. Yeah. And they own that, and you're like, well, you know, I knew before coming into this review that you were probably going to think a certain way about it, and I might not agree with it, but I respect the fact that you can still stick to this.
Yeah, because it's just like probably everything I like in a game, Connor's going to complain about. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like and
vice versa, probably. Right?
and vice versa, you know. But that just comes with our taste in games.
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
The same could be said about anime and stuff. I think I cut you off there.
No. I didn't want to know what I was even going to say. Tokyo Revengers is okay. I really liked the first half, and then it got really shit.
And now he's going to have Tokyo Revengers fans on his throat.
Tokyo Revengers was... like, I saw the first 4 episodes, and I'm just like, this is a read the manga show. Like,
I definitely felt that.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's like a fight at the end. Have you watched all of anyone watched all of it here?
No.
I watched the first like 2 episodes.
There's this fight that goes on for like 9 or 8 episodes at the end. And it is like the dumbest fight I've ever seen in my life.
That sounds like some Aizen shit, dude.
And it's like just constantly, it is literally the fight of wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Like something happens, wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more. And it's like, this is stupid. Just fucking resolve it. This is ridiculous. This isn't Dragon Ball.
It's like every Dragon Ball fight.
This story has been somewhat concise. Yeah, they drag on a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
They have had some long fights, but never more than 4 or 5 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
It just felt like this last fight in particular just took the absolute piss.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, this is just stupid.
Yeah.
And it had a good cliffhanger, but like the last, I was so bored for like 4 episodes.
But it doesn't matter, man. All the characters are hot as fuck.
But like,
according to the fan base.
They make these characters, and like, I like some of the characters in the show, but my God, are so many of them insufferable. And like, I just, God. I mean, I like the show. I thought it was good, but fuck, man, I felt like it blew its load, and then it just like.
Is it even over?
Excuses.
Is it even over?
No,
it's not over. Is it?
No, it's not over.
It's not. And I feel like where they left it was pretty good, and it might pick up, but like, it just felt like every single time something happened, it was like, oh my God, there's more. Oh my God, there's more.
I don't know. Like, I know this is gonna sound really unfair, and this is totally my bias, but like, I think I only managed to make it through like the first 2 or 3 episodes because I immediately saw what kind of theming they were going for with the story, you know, like just like a bunch of dudes just like, you know, fighting, you know,
it is weird as well.
Good stuff, but I hate the fact that the moment I knew where the story was heading, in my head I was immediately just like, I'd just rather read Baki, to be honest. Like, you know,
I was kind of pissed off as well that like all of these kids are like 13, 14.
Yeah.
I was like, why not? Why? Just make them 17. It would make the story so much more...
But isn't it weird that you
felt that... Make so much more sense.
But here's the thing. Isn't it weird that you felt that about that show, and yet you see Hanayama Kaoru, who's 14 years old, you're like, perfectly understandable. Have a nice day.
Because it makes... for some reason, it checks out. Like, I'm like,
it's so weird how it checks out, though.
I don't doubt it, right?
Yeah.
Because Baki never asks me once to, like, actually believe this world is a real world.
Yeah.
It just completely is like, listen, bro. This is literally like the equivalent of an internet forum like debate where like, you're like, can Goku beat Saitama? Like that is Baki, right? Like it never once asks you to be invested in this world.
That's true.
Whereas like Tokyo Revengers for me felt like it was trying to get me to get invested in the gangs and the culture and stuff. And it's like, but at the same time, how are you gonna make me believe that this is how 13-year-old and 14-year-olds react? That they drive motorcycles, they do all this shit, and it's like they're willing to like rob and kill each other. Listen. If you made these kids 18, they can still be in school.
Yeah.
All of this would still make sense.
Yeah.
And it's like, just do that. Why?
Well, that's like
Why?
That's like basically 90% of anime where it's like they don't need to be that age because nobody actually their age actually acts like them.
This is one where I actually felt like it was to a massive detriment that they were like super young. And this every single plot
because
point
it just
in
made
this
it
story,
unbelievable, right?
not so unbelievable, but like it made it so to the fact that you're like, it's constantly asking you to just have this level of disbelief,
right?
To give it like, okay, I guess this is how 14-year-olds would react and respond to this situation, and it's like, just Just add on 4 years. They're still in school. This can work in college. It all still works.
Yeah.
The universe totally works.
It can work when you're an adult as well.
And now they can ride motorcycles, no question about it. This is in Japan.
Yeah.
No one is breaking the law in Japan. People don't even like. The only law they break is stealing umbrellas. That's literally it. That's all they do. They don't do that. That's
Pretty
all they
much.
do.
Yeah, pretty much.
No one is gonna. How the fuck are they gonna get a motorcycle at 13 here?
I feel like when I the last time I felt that when I felt like the characters just weren't acting their age at all was when I watched Erase.
I was gonna say.
Erase was just like, man, these 5-year-olds. How old were they? Like 5, 6.
They're like
eight.
9.
They're like 9-year-olds acting like 3.
They're like, yes, using the forms of relativity and quantum mechanics, we can actually predict when we will re-enter into space-time continuum.
They were like more capable than like veteran detectives in the force and all this shit. And I'm just like, bro, these are like 9-year-olds and they're acting like grown adults.
That's why I just couldn't get into Erase. There's the exact same thing where I'm like, this 9-year-old like girl is like solving mysteries that like
I know.
fucking 30-year veterans
I-
couldn't fucking crack.
I know we've ranted about this before and stuff, and that we've talked all about the age and stuff, and I do understand that like a lot of shows I don't give a fuck. Like it's totally
Yeah,
fine.
it's fiction.
It
It's
doesn't-
whatever.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
But like again, there are some shows like Erased where I feel like doing this is just completely to the detriment of the show, and it makes you suspend belief beyond reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
This
there's a
is
lot
one
of
of the
examples
shows where I'm
like
like, this is
that,
just stupid.
I mean, like, there's also like Your Line April as well, where a big thing that took me out of the show is like, I feel like they were in middle school or something, right? I think they're 14, 15, but like everyone talks like a fucking poet. You know, everyone, you know what?
The writing needs to match the age.
Yeah.
That's, I don't give a shit if you put them in the school.
Yeah.
You got to write 13-year-olds like 13-year-olds.
Dude, Corsair was talking like fucking Mozart was back then, you know, and it's like, dude, you're 15. When I was 15, all I was thinking about was poo poo pee pee. Like,
That's all I think about now.
that's
I'm
all I think about
25.
now. You know, so you are way more sophisticated than you should be for a 15.
Yeah.
Same
Like
level.
this guy like came out of the womb speaking in sonnets and all this shit. Like he was studying Shakespeare by the age of 3. Like my god, like that took me out so much. And it was a small thing, but it was just like you could have easily made them at a higher age to make them feel like they were, you know, they had the ability to speak like this. But it was just they were 14 years old, and that was the biggest thing that worried.
It's annoying because sometimes it shows where like they write the characters like 17-year-olds, they act and talk like 17-year-olds, they behave like 17-year-olds. Why not just make them fucking 17?
That's why I think to this day the most perfect example of like a perfectly aged and, you know, characters acting age appropriate in a super realistic way was Golden Time. Because it was like they were in college, and yet they were super immature, like most college students are. You know, like that's a realistic character. And that's why
I love Golden Time.
and that's why that show was so good and it was so immersive because it's like, I know people who are like this in
It's
college.
such a breath of fresh air to have something in college.
Yeah.
But they
Fucking
were
college
acting
student.
more like high school students than most high school students were, you know, in other shows. And it's like, that's so fucking ironic.
Yeah, like that's what I feel like. That's why to me, even now, Golden Time is like one of my favorite romances
Golden Time.
in all of
Absolute
anime.
banger.
Just because it actually felt like these were believable characters set in a world that felt like it was based in reality, and not in this anime world where 15-year-olds are
15-year-olds are doing quantum physics.
yeah,
You know?
15-year-olds are doing quantum physics. Like fucking, I mean, you look at fucking like Naruto and Sasuke, like they.
Hunter x Hunter was another one where I felt like they got the characters' ages like actually reflected their personality. You know.
Yeah.
Like Gon was an idiot, but like a lovable idiot. Like he would like be convinced to do stuff by strangers, like a 12-year-old,
like a child,
like a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no one over the age of 18 is hanging out with Hisoka. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest.
For good reason.
For good
reason.
Everyone can tell he's a creep. But
For their
Gon
own
is like,
protection.
Gon's like, oh, he's talking to me. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll talk back. You know, I mean, like, I appreciate it when shows like actually treat the characters like their age.
Yeah, no,
It
because
pissed
like,
me off.
because like a lot of people, like for example Naruto, like a lot of people forget that like in the OG Naruto, they're like
He's like 10.
they're 11 and 12 years old.
Yeah.
and like you look at some of the shit they go through, like Sasuke's like trying to revenge his entire fucking clan at the age of 11. he's
Bro,
he's doing that, right?
This man's listening to too much My Chemical Romance.
Right,
dude.
right,
Like, Get
right.
off that shit.
I'm
Like,
gonna,
fucking hell.
I'll avenge my fucking Big Mac if someone slaps it out of my hand when I'm 11. So I believe that actually. I was a very petty.
Most
11-year-old.
realistic character.
I don't know, man. I just kind of wish that it would change a little bit. And and that was one of the main reasons why I was a bit harsh on Tokyo Revengers, and that's why I got more annoyed at it because it felt like it was just getting stupid right now.
I mean, I don't know if I'm just like fucking. I've just seen so much anime that I'm just like immune to this shit. But just like it's very rare that a character's age really comes into like any kind of specific plot point or any bearing on the plot itself, because there's no like. It's so hard to tell a character's age in anime based on just their looks and their actions, because the range of anime characters from like 13 to fucking 28, they all look the same and they all act the same. It's almost like
kind of like Japanese people in real life, isn't it?
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Right.
If they turn into adults.
Yeah, like you look at a Japanese guy and you're like, you can be 12 or 30.
Did you see as
And
well?
I'm kind of afraid to ask.
Did you see as well for the Tokyo Revengers, they made an uncensored version. Where because they use the temple symbol a lot,
Oh,
which is unfortunately is a swastika
manji?
turned.
Yeah.
And really unfortunate. And then they just
had to censor that?
they made a censored version where like they just don't use the
'Cause
symbol
it's in
much.
the title.
Yeah. It's weird. In some ways, I'm like, I mean, I feel like they didn't need to do that, but I also kind of get it why they wanted to just be careful.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I get
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I can see why they did that. It's unfortunate, but I mean, with how international anime is now,
Yeah,
a lot of people could have taken it the wrong way, because they
But
don't
also,
have
maybe a good moment to learn about another culture and learn.
Yeah,
about
right?
Yeah,
Be like,
yeah.
why
'Cause
are they using
Yeah, you'd be
that?
like, what the fuck? I'm gonna Google. Is this okay? And then
Yeah.
you see it. To me, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa. And then you Google it, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It's only been a symbol that's been around for like, I don't know,
It's
3,000
a
years.
lot longer. Yeah, it's just very unfortunate.
Did they censor it in Naruto as well? Because I remember like
don't
Neji's
know.
like clan symbol that he had on his like forehead or something was originally based on that, I believe.
I don't.
There's
know.
a lot of shows that I think use those symbols, and
Well, yeah, because it means like
means peace.
Yeah, peace,
Yeah, it
right?
means peace.
Oddly enough, unfortunate.
yeah.
Huh?
It's
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
Buddhist, right? It's very
Yeah.
unfortunate
Which
that
is-
they have
yeah.
dichotomy of
Yeah,
meanings.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Neji has like a cross. Not
Oh, it's a cross. Okay.
Oh
okay.
god.
Unless that's the censored version.
Wait. Is that the anime version? What is that? The anime version or the manga version?
It was the anime version.
Okay, so
So the manga version.
what
might
was the
have had-
manga version of that?
Let me check. After
Yeah.
Essentially, they made a whole version where they added it, and then a whole nother version where they just went through and got rid of it.
Yeah.
Really odd.
Yeah.
Never mind all the
I
violence.
feel like if you're just going to get rid of it, just get rid of it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
don't,
exactly,
Don't.
right.
I mean, it's not going to be it's not going to be that big of a deal. But I
It's
guess
like, here's
I
the
guess-
uncensored one for you cultured individuals
Yeah.
out there. who are-
cultured.
Yeah. Actually cultured. in a different religion.
Yeah. So like in the manga, it was literally the manji side.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, it was.
Censored in the anime.
I get it.
sensitive that
If
as
you
well.
want to avoid the misunderstanding,
I get it,
Yeah.
yeah.
and have the awkward guys.
Yeah.
We promise.
Yeah.
Look
We
it up.
promise.
It's,
Not a Nazi.
It's the same thing with the Google Maps issue. But they changed the manji side.
Oh, yeah, because on Google Maps, they use that symbol to mean
well,
a temple.
I have that on mine, and I'm in English Google Maps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it's on
Appar-
different
Maybe
as
in
well.
other languages. I swear to God, on my Google Maps in English, I still see the symbol.
Oh.
Because like it was an issue like a couple of years back because I was like, what is this on the Google Maps?
Maybe if you're like not in Japan.
Yeah.
And you search
I
up
feel like
Japanese places.
it's on the person who comes to Japan to educate themselves.
Kinda.
on
Yeah,
it.
because they're the ones that are going to throw a hissy fit and look like an idiot.
Yeah,
I
like
understand it's a very unfortunate thing, obviously, with whom Japan allied themselves with.
Yeah.
I can understand why the mistake might be made.
It's scary how 45 degrees changes everything. You know?
yeah, right.
It's just a slight shift. Just completely changes
the power
everything.
of 45
the
degrees.
power of angles. The power of angles, dude.
you either want peace or you want something that's definitely
Definitely
not that.
the opposite of peace.
Fun fact, Buddhism, I took a class on this. Buddhism doesn't actually distinguish between the orientation and like which direction the swastika is facing, so technically all of them mean the same.
Oh,
Right.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, most people wouldn't know that though. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously when I saw it, I didn't feel like I was like, oh my god, what is this? I was just like, oh, what don't I know?
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm missing
yeah,
context.
Yeah,
I would
saw
like
that,
to be
I was just-
educated.
yeah, exactly. I felt exactly the same way. I was just like, it's weird seeing that symbol, but I'm sure they would
Yeah.
not be.
There's a
putting
good
the-
reason
I'm
for
sure they
that.
wouldn't be putting that symbol if there wasn't a reason
right.
for that.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sure these 13-year-old this gang is not into that. I mean, I know it's a gang.
See,
but
if only everyone on the internet thought, had rational thinking like that, and instead of just immediately like, oh, how dare you!
We've said it a number of times. People aren't willing to give the benefit of the doubt to people
Yeah.
anymore. That's gone out the window in the
Yeah.
year 2022. So.
Also, they
unfortunate.
forget that different cultures have different backgrounds and histories. A lot
Well,
of the time.
that's what's strange is that people really want to give benefit of the doubt to the country, or even hide behind the country's flaws when it's convenient for them.
Yeah.
But when they don't understand something, they're like, "Oh, well, I don't know."
They should have explained it better.
Anyway, keeping on anime, I guess.
Okay.
I guess since I finally get to talk about anime,
Go on.
I guess it's like I didn't actually watch much anime this previous season because I don't think there was actually much good things.
Oh God, don't say that. Everyone will get angry. There's no good anime. Unless you-
Have you not learned my lesson?
2021. Well, I think 2022 has been a pretty weak year for anime so far. But I guess the only real recommendation I would have since you were going through last year is Ranking of Kings.
That's literally the last one I've been meaning to watch of last year, and then I'm done with last year. I've
I mean,
watched
it's
everything.
continuing on to this year. So
Oh,
last year was, it's a 23 episode show. So last year we only had 12 episodes. or
Oh, I
something
mean, I
like
guess
that.
I'll just wait then.
Yeah.
I'll
Just wait till it's finished.
Yeah,
It's almost finished, but I feel like it's only going to be a part one of the story. But yeah, Ranking of Kings is fucking incredible.
I've heard it's amazing.
Yeah, it's unironically, a lot of people Maiden Abyss didn't watch it because it looked like a children's cartoon.
No, it
I
looked
also
badass.
didn't. I also didn't watch it because it looked like a children's cartoon initially, but it's kind of like the closest thing to a Ghibli movie, I guess, in terms of aesthetic
Yeah, it
and
looked
feeling.
beautiful. I really loved that.
And I really don't like Ghibli movies, but it kind of gave me that kind of you know when you're watching an anime fairy tale that kind of feels like that's I can only point to Ghibli that gives you that same kind of feeling, but that's the kind of feeling it's giving me. But it also is written really, really fucking well. It's been a while since I've seen just an anime just this well written and with characters this interesting as well.
Damn.
It's like to me the spring season, the winter season was basically Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. Everyone was talking about that.
Yeah.
But to me, Ranking of Kings is close to that level of quality in my opinion of just how good the show is.
Well, I mean, there's also My Dress Up Darling as well.
There's also My Dress Up Darling,
Yeah.
but that occupies a different space in my opinion.
That's a different faction.
That's a different faction.
Yeah, true. There's the Attack on Titan Demon Slayer core, and then the fucking My Dress Up Darling all the way over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is it was surprising to see in Japan, my Ranking of Kings is really shot up in popularity. I think it's the most watched anime right now.
It's because there's a lot of voice actors who are saying how good it is. So they're all yeah, this is really fucking good.
There's a lot of power.
Yeah, they do. I mean,
They're top tier celebrities here.
I mean, yeah, they're just they're not even just voice actors here. They're just actors with
celebrities.
They're just gone to celebrity status as well.
Damn.
and that's why they can make questionable decisions like Hanazawa Kana selling NFTs, Which I saw that and I was like, this has to be a joke. And then I watched the
please
video.
say psych, please
I was
say
like,
psych.
please say psych, Kana, please.
I know. I saw a lot of people that were like, no, I'm sure it's just her management. I'm sure it's just her management.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
but she agreed to it.
yeah, someone has to give the go ahead.
Yeah.
Even if it is her management's idea or whatever. I'm like,
She might have a management,
Don't
but
you-
she's allowed to say no.
Yeah.
I love that. It's no one ever uses that excuse for Western celebrities or anything.
Yeah.
It's always with the Japanese celebrities. Like, no.
Also, it's I feel that
Management.
only implies to kind of low-ranking talent, right? Who maybe where the management has a little more power because
Yeah.
we're giving you
Yeah,
the
the big
spotlight.
ones don't have
Hana
that.
Kana is literally top 1% of voice actors.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
can say no to whatever the fuck she wants.
She don't need no
and yet
NFTs.
she said yes to the NFTs.
She takes any role she wants,
She can do any role she wants. If she says, I want to be in this anime, the directors will be scrambling over themselves to be like, yes, let's get Hana Kana in this. So
Exactly.
the whole management thing is just bullshit.
Yeah.
She's literally, it's just, that is just Hana Kana fans in denial of the fact that, she's promoting
that
NFTs.
is just like her fans snorting pure copium.
Yeah.
It's just I've never seen
I saw
so much
so
copium.
much copium being huffed.
Oh
dude.
my God,
It was insane. Insane amounts of copium, dude.
I think there's never been like one of my favorite memes is just like I think it's like a Kuma image of just like thing, and it's just like a depressed guy. And it's just like Japanese thing, and it's just like him lighting up. You know, have you seen that image?
Yeah, I love that.
And it's just this.
It's
there's
so true.
Never
man.
been
It's so
a
true.
time when an image is more pertinent than this.
The other version of that I love is like every Instagram post. It's like somewhere, and it's like really dark, and it's like somewhere Japan. It's like,
I mean, that's basically just the Trash Taste podcast in a nutshell.
literally, yeah.
But no, like I remember seeing that post, and I was just like, oh, why did it have to be you? Why did it have to be
Right?
you?
It's like if it was like some like D tier, like, you know, I voiced like one fucking passing by a person
Yeah.
selling an NFT, I would be like, whatever the fuck ever. But
Like,
like, you're literally one of the most notable voice actors today.
I'm just like, is this how idol fans felt when their favorite idol gets through like a controversy, or they find out they have like a boyfriend or something? Like, I think I get it now, man. Like, I'm just like, I felt betrayed, you know. It's like, why did it have to be you, kind of Hana?
Like, I'm not even like mad. I'm just like disappointed.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
I'm just
oh.
disappointed. I was like, oh,
Come on, man.
God, I thought we were better than this.
Yeah.
It was disappointing, but yeah, I haven't seen anyone talking about it since. I just saw it on my timeline, and I'm just like, well, that sucks. Time to.
There
go
were a
on
lot
my
of
day.
even Japanese people on Twitter just being like, no, this ain't
Yeah,
it.
how did Japanese Twitter react to it?
They're basically the same as how Western Twitter was. Like,
Really?
They were
Okay.
like, dude, why? Why you? Of all
bruh-
people.
Bruh moment.
Yeah, that was a
moment.
bra moment. Yeah.
Well, that's been your weekly reminder that NFTs suck.
Yeah. You know who else doesn't conform to NFTs? Our patrons.
Oh my god,
Oh,
wonderful,
God.
They got-
wonderful.
you know, they could use that money to, you know, do all sorts of NFT stuff, but thank God they don't. Instead, they're using it to support this show.
the boys.
Yes, the boys.
Their wallets out for the boys. Thank you very much. Hey, if you'd like to pull the wallets out for the boys and support the show, then go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us your memes in the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. But yeah.
Yeah, and
Don't-
that's been your yearly anime discussion on that one episode of.
See you
Trash
next
Taste.
year.
Next year, boys.
See
for
you
a 20-minute anime discussion.
All right, see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Wait, can we make a guess? Can we make a guess?
That's
your food take right now.
I have this very vivid memory of like not trying to get it in the bucket. I just wanted to slam
I
it.
think it looks like you tried to get it in because you opened it.
Yeah.
Very
But
violently.
I had.
So I guess we should explain what we're doing.
Yeah, what are we doing? What's this video probably going to be? It's
Okay.
probably going to be a separate video, right?
I guess it's going to be a separate video. So we are doing a Trash Taste meme review. We are going.
Meme review.
Thank you very much, Joe. We are going to be going through the top post of all time on the Trash Taste subreddit. That's our Trash Taste.
that is our subreddit.
That-
guys.
R/trash taste.
r/Trash Taste.
Post any memes of today on there.
Yeah.
we love the memes, and we're going to go through some of the best memes on the Reddit
Of all
And,
time.
yeah, give our opinion.
The best meme gets a
It
like
does
an
get
award.
And
Does
so
it
we're
actually?
starting. Yeah, we can give an award.
We can give Reddit
Okay.
awards.
So obviously it's linked. It's rated in order of most upvotes. So it'll
Yeah.
go from most upvotes to least. But
Yeah.
so this one is the most upvoted post on the subreddit.
Oh, it's not the Corona one anymore.
It's not.
No, it is not.
Because that one was the top rated one
Last
for the
year,
longest time, I
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think you can just.
So can they see the title of the
they
meme?
can. They
Okay.
can see it all.
Okay.
So yeah, this is legit freaking me out.
All right. Do you want to play the meme? Oh, we can play. The
Yeah, you can play.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's,
do
that's
wanna-
you, mate. actually terrifying. How often it happens.
And like this is an old version as well.
Yeah.
This is all in the old. I love the laugh where this one.
I love that one.
The one where we go for the hair flip.
The hair flip.
You guys
as
are
well.
legit like sharing the same.
I don't know.
brain
People think it's like scripted.
Yeah,
It's-
I've seen so many comments being like they planned this. I'm
Yeah.
just like I think
so
it's
weird.
harder to plan
Yeah,
than
how
it
the
is
fuck do
to.
you plan that?
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like, because this is obviously an old one. How long ago was this posted? This is 10 months old.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, all the clips were from the old studio.
There is a fucking well of more clips that has happened within the new studio.
Yeah.
Within like the
After
Trash
Dark
Taste,
as
After
well,
Dark.
yeah.
Do you think it's some kind of like cue, and then like when you see Joey or when you see Grant shuffling, you think I'm gonna shuffle now?
No, because most of the time we're not even looking at each other when we do it.
But maybe you see Grant moving in your peripheral, and you're like, I'm gonna.
I dead ass. I'm just like, oh, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. I'm gonna switch, and then it just so happens to be at the exact same time as.
I just feel like subconsciously, like there are some points in a conversation when I'm just like, move. You know?
They want to see it again. Should you show it again? Should you show it again?
Alright,
One more
play-
time?
play it
Let's
again.
Let's
Show it
give it
again.
another play.
This is a great video.
It's very good. The music goes perfectly with it. You guys share the same brain cell.
We do.
It's
The laugh.
look at it. It's like the exact same blank backwards too.
Why is that so good?
That is deserving to be like on the top. On
Yeah.
the top side.
It's
of,
freaky, man. I don't know.
It's freaky. I don't know.
I don't know how.
I
that
can't.
happened.
I can't explain it, man.
It's just
Matrix.
yeah. Sometimes you just. I think like also like sometimes you just hang out with someone for so long that you can get like you get subtle body language and you
Yeah.
like mirror each other, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd say when the meme's done, just swap back to like full screen of us. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, even in like the last like
Okay.
After Dark stream, like there were like moments where God and I were syncing, right?
Yeah, when we just synced our answers and
like we
synced-
both answered 69 million.
Actually, watch my
Oh, that's an ad.
phone.
Okay, I couldn't see. I couldn't see that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like, how do we do meme reviews? Do we rate them or what?
Oh no, well, you can just say like what you think about it.
Yeah.
If you want to rate the meme,
It
you
was
can.
good.
It
Well,
was
'cause these
good.
are the best on the Reddit. Apparently,
Yeah.
these are like the funniest.
The most upvoted of all
Yeah.
time.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Now, that one's one of my favorites. That's
Yeah.
so funny. I don't know how
Yeah.
how that happened.
We need an updated version of that.
I would like to see an updated
Yeah.
version because I know it's happened a bunch more times.
yeah.
And this is the second most upvoted one of all time, which
Yeah.
is Trash Taste, but it's all Connor. So let's have a look.
I've seen this one so many times. I like.
I actually
this one.
wash my phone like once a week. I don't know. I don't like it. It gets like shit on it. I don't really like it.
But anyway,
That's what I was talking about there. Welcome back to this episode of Trash Taste, and once again I'm with the boys and one
so
two,
well
three, and
edited.
have a breakdown. Have a mental breakdown right now. Fucking assholes! There's no need to do that. What if I do a rip an absolute massive fart? What? What if I shit myself from my sleep? That just sounds like a bad idea.
So good.
so well edited.
well edited.
It's so insanely well
Why do I
edited.
say this stuff?
I think it works best with you because sometimes you just say the most outrageous shit out of context.
why am I like have a mental breakdown? 1, 2, 3.
Have a mental breakdown right now.
I don't remember why I said that.
Because the thing is, this is like the thing that's impressive is that they managed to find like 3 episodes that can have a connected conversation because you're wearing the
We're
same
different
thing.
hosts.
Yeah, exactly. So that just shows how much shit you talk sometimes.
What if I just rip an absolute massive fart?
That just seems like a bad idea.
Why would I say that? I don't know. And they managed to get it so like it's kind of isolated, like there's no
Yeah.
one to us talking. It's just
Yeah.
really well done. I know there's ones of in all of us individually.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, I mean it's funny. It's good. It's good stuff.
It's a good meme. I like that.
Good meme.
What about the old?
All right,
This one was the top meme for the longest time.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, but that
John
one
realizes
that
he's drinking
sticks out
Corona,
to you is
laughs
just,
to
like,
himself.
You meet somebody, or
Scroll
I
up
should,
a
I
little
guess, specify that
Yeah.
one convention.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Put it in the center. That's perfect. All right. There we go.
Like, but that one that just sticks out to you is just like you meet somebody, or I should, I guess, specify
way you're holding
that
that
one
bottle,
convention
too.
story where somebody was the biggest fucking asshole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we have one.
Morals just go out the window.
What were you thinking there?
I
Like,
think okay, I'm because I've seen this clip so many times. There was a top one, and I think I like slightly remember me like because we were just asking for beers, right?
Yeah.
And this was like deep during the pandemic,
Right.
And I just didn't notice that it was a Corona bottle, so it was just my 5-year-old like head going. Corona, and that was it. And that was
You look like such a child there. As well.
I know.
He looks like a kid, doesn't he? It looks weird. He's got no beard now.
oh yeah, that is true.
You look like a kid.
I do look weird without.
my
beard.
God.
What if I just shave tomorrow? Would I?
No, I wouldn't like that.
No, don't do that.
Because I remember when I started growing this out, like everyone was just like, "Oh, God, looks so weird."
I just love how like it's of course it's Sydney chatting in the back. It's like when your partner's speaking, you're just like zoned out. And you're like
thinking about something else.
You're like, I will literally think about anything but listening to Sydney.
Corona.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good
I
meme,
mean,
good meme.
good
That's
meme.
classic
I like that.
trash taste meme.
Classic.
Oh god, I know what the next one is.
What is it?
I gotta relive this.
Oh, it's this one.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm stupid! I'm stupid! No!
I mean, this one got you on a live stream fail,
I've
right?
been on like everything because of this clip. I was on like the G4 show as well. The hosts like reacted to this clip.
Really?
Yeah, but this clip got like spread so much because it's just such a big choke.
I got
It's
so because
like
like
a unanimous
I didn't
joke.
fully understand Jump King when I first saw this, so
Yeah.
I thought that you had done it on purpose the first time I saw this
No, I
because
didn't. No, I
because I
didn't.
was just like, wait, don't you win if you get to the top?
Yeah.
Like, were you trying to find a way to
I
break
thought it was like
the
an
game?
auto win.
No,
Yeah.
so there's like a pixel you have to cross. There's like
Right.
a wall,
Right.
and then it starts the animation.
Oh,
that
I
you've
see.
won.
And you just
you
jumped
need to,
right
you need to
across
walk.
it.
So what happened was that like if this is like the keyboard,
Yeah.
is it off? I don't even know how to turn it on. I mean, I guess it's on.
By the way, could I get some more coffee, please?
Is this on? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It is on. Well, you know, like so you're pressing it, right? Right.
Yeah.
You're jumping, and I'm like near the end. So what I'm jumping, right?
Go on.
All right. So when I'm jumping, right, you're pressing space and the arrow keys, right?
Right.
So I finally get up and I jump from this way to this way, and I'm so hyped that I'm still holding down the space and the right key.
Right.
Right.
And I'm like, yes! And I'm holding it down because I'm like, fuck, I'm squeezing it down, and then I just jump off. And yeah, people thought I did it for content, which I wish I did. And in hindsight,
I mean, you did end up doing it.
Yeah.
For content.
if you could ask me if I was gonna do it again, I'd say yeah, because like the clip was like amazing, but I didn't do it intentionally. And for the rest of that stream, when I was trying to beat it again, I looked miserable for the first hour. Like I was like so sad,
I mean, I would be sad.
Yeah, I'd be fucking sad.
and I was like, what if I just never do it again?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what if I can never get to the top?
Never make it
Because
again.
that last section's so hard. It's all quicksand.
I've never even gone to the quicksand part yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
only quicksand part in all of the jump kings.
Damn.
Yeah, classic choke dog
Yeah.
coming out. Of course,
Yeah,
it's gonna be one of the
classic.
most upvoted clips of all time,
Yeah,
right?
It's like my biggest choke ever. It's a pretty big choke. God damn.
All
next
right,
up.
moving on. Ooh, it's called Trash Taste and Art.
Where's the mouse? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, this one.
I mean, this one is just literally art.
Oh, this is cool.
yeah. Have you not seen this one?
No.
This one's quite an old one, right? Yeah, one year ago.
Oh, is it what? This is 1 year
How
ago?
do they-
Yeah.
Is this fake? Like, how does this work?
I think a lot of people were arguing if it was fake or not.
Is it fake?
I don't know.
I don't, but it looks so. It looks accurate enough that it might not be fake.
Right.
And also, it's quite far away, so we
Yeah.
can't really see the detail of it. Is it fake? I don't know if it's fake.
Let me load up the subreddit just so
It
I'm
is
a-
fake. It is fake.
Oh, it is. Is
It's
it fake?
Photoshop, but it's still
Okay.
impressive. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's still really well done.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
It's really cool. Cool concept.
Let me load it up on my subreddit.
Again, we're looking at a monitor over there, and it's quite far away, so
Yeah.
you can't really see the detail on it that much, but it's pretty impressive. I didn't realize this had been up that many times, though.
Nor did I.
I saw it on the subreddit. I didn't
Because
think it
there's
was
some
uploaded.
other things that I know were really unanimously loved on the subreddit, and I'm surprised that this one's as high as it is. But
Yeah.
I guess that goes to show if you got something that's immediate, people have voted.
Yeah. I didn't know this one was this old.
I didn't think it was a year old.
Yeah, fucking
Damn,
hell.
it fell off.
Oh. You good, Sydney? All right, nice. All right, moving on to...
Oh, yeah,
it's
this
this comic. So, I remember the first time I saw this appear on our subreddit.
Yeah.
I thought it was an edit.
Yeah, I thought it was as well.
Yeah, I literally thought that this was an edit, and then it was only as I like scrolled down to the comments that I realized, oh, it's the original artist that drew original comic of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Sir Gaffer.
That's it. That's
He's
it.
So Gaffer.
I think he has the most comment karma on Reddit.
Really?
I think so.
Damn.
And he's a big fan of Trash Taste.
Yeah.
Well,
apparently.
He DMs me occasionally.
Yeah.
He's a very nice guy.
I legitimately thought this was an editor.
Yeah, this is how I found out that he was a fan of Trash Taste. I mean, I've seen his comics appear on my timeline, and they're always good. And like I said, the thing is, like, I see his comics out of context so much, and I see edits of his comics maybe like more times than the original comic because it's just like so memeable.
Yeah, definitely.
So he just messaged me the other day, but he messaged me in this template.
Really?
He sent me a message in this template.
What, he drew a comic to message you?
Yeah, so it was something about like wanting to message me to ask me a question, and the question was in a comic panel. And I thought, well, damn, if that isn't,
that is creative.
That's just like that's just impressive. Here we go. Look, it's like Connor's. It's like a children's phone.
Yeah.
It's Connor's DMs, and it's Connor. Do you have a minute?
Oh, that's so cool.
That's so cute.
That's so cool.
Don't know if you wanted me to show this, Sir Gaffer.
That's next level DM.
He DM'd me by asking me if I had a minute to talk in a comic panel format.
That's so cute.
Fuck it.
I'm definitely going to reply.
I need to up my DM game, man. I need to up my DM
Then he sent
game.
me this afterwards. Because he messaged me early in the morning on Japan time, and then he messaged me another comic
Oh
saying,
my god.
shit, I forgot about the time difference. And I thought, wow, I don't know how he whips these out so fast.
It was an honor to have a comic around
impressive,
Trash
impressive.
Taste.
Very impressive.
I'm so Gaffer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Goat, what a goat.
What a goat. Oh, I love this video.
Oh, this one's so good.
This one's
one-
so
This is like
good.
legendary.
Yeah.
Explain what we're doing today. And I thought,
We need to like hire this guy, dude. Like,
Okay.
this is not even from a Trash Taste video. This is from Connor's channel.
Yeah, this one Connor's channel.
My god, it's so
It's
good.
got the impact frame and everything.
It's the fact that the environment is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like he recreated the
how
environment.
insane
It's
this
so fucking crazy.
I mean, this isn't a meme. This is just next level, you know.
The slow-mo so good.
if I could save time.
This is insane. That's like the location. That's
Yeah.
it. That's crazy.
And then it perfectly loops.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he make this? This is insane.
It's so good.
Like the thing that blows my mind is that it's the exact location that we got it filmed, and he must have made like a 3D rendering
Yeah.
of that exact
It's
place. I have
insane.
no idea how he did it.
Must have gone on like Google Maps and
Yeah,
just
and
like,
like, but like
3D
it's so accurate that I'm just like, does Google Maps show this much detail? You know, like
I've
unless-
literally seen movies with worse, like Hollywood movies with way worse CG than that.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah.
That's like nuts. Like especially the effect when you're walking into the puddle and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
It's
right.
like, how do you even do that?
Yeah.
How do you do that? That's so nuts.
That's so cool.
I still like can't get it. Like
I'm so jealous of people who have this skill. Like,
Yeah.
It's so cool.
This is just like actual raw talent.
Yeah.
I feel
And-
sorry for people that clicked on this initially and like didn't watch past like the first 3 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You know people probably did, right?
Definitely.
It's just insane. It's just insane. It's so crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, like out of everything I've seen on Trash Taste, the subreddit, like our fan art and everything like that, that I think might have impressed me like the most.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's insane. It's so crazy how good it is.
Yeah, in terms of just how the fuck they managed.
Can we
to
play
do
it
that.
one more time?
Yeah,
Let's
play
play
it. Play it one more time.
Just to show everyone how insane it is. Maybe someone missed it. It's just so.
I love how perfectly it loops as well.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
What we're doing today.
I thought, why not in my YouTube?
Has this been posted on like TikTok or something?
Okay, okay.
Like,
Okay.
if it perfectly loops, right, that's
Yeah.
the perfect place to post it.
Maybe we should put it on TikTok if the guy lets us. It's. I love how just over the top it is. The slow mo, dude. Oh,
Dude,
that's
that frame is so sick.
the impact
Such
frame
a good
is so
frame.
sick.
Oh my god. He actually made me hit the center, which
Yeah, go on.
Which definitely didn't happen.
Which definitely did not happen.
The glass shattering.
So good. Look at that. It's just crazy, man.
It's so cool. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, because he's obviously taken inspiration from X-Men.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the exact same song that's used in
Yeah,
X-Men
Time
as well?
Evolved.
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, that was like the coolest part of
Yeah.
X-Men by far. And
That scene's sick.
That's so cool.
yeah, I mean, I feel privileged that someone has made
If
that
you're
for
out there
us.
watching this, then big ups, dude. Like,
Let's go on to anime moment, eh?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is the original.
This is the original.
This is,
one.
I think, what inspired.
Yeah, this is what inspired the top
Yeah.
post of all time. And that is one of the best ones. That is one of the best ones.
It's a double glitch.
Yeah, I mean, like we've already kind of talked about this.
I can see the next one.
What's this one? I can't read this one.
Japanese hentai is now banned in Australia. Joey, this episode is sponsored by Trash. This episode is sponsored by Extra GPA.
Yep. What do you think I moved, dude?
Oh, this was a while ago.
Yeah, this one was ages. I remember this. I remember when this news broke too. I don't actually think they even went through with that either.
I don't think so.
There was just like a
Yeah.
suggestion from the Australian government. And they were like, it can't be fucked.
Yeah, I remember like the viral clip of like one of the senators in Australia or something. He had like naming Eromanga Sensei and Sword Art Online.
Eromanga Sensei, mate.
No, he was the same guy who talked about Sword Art Online, right?
Yeah, right.
It's like there's this manga animated cartoon called Sword Art Online.
These cunts have been making these animations, right?
This Kawahara Reki cunt. Absolutely disgusting.
He's a sick cunt, but not a sick
Yeah,
cunt.
oh, he's a sick cunt.
Yeah, that's a good meme.
I
Good
didn't
meme.
realize this was this upvoted.
No, it's. I haven't gone through like the upvoted of
Unanimously
all
loved.
time.
That one
Unanimously
is
loved.
funny though.
Yeah.
It's how you're so serious as well in the picture.
I'm just like, gentlemen, we have a problem.
All right, what's the next meme then, eh? What did he say?
So Connor said, shout out to Big Man abroad in Japan for taking a presentable picture of me. And Chris replied, truly honored to take a photo of my third most favorite member of Trash Taste.
I mean, that's just standard banter.
That's just
between,
bands.
Chris and Connor.
That's just normal Chris.
This is
bands.
every other. This is just every other wacky
He'll
weekend,
never be
right?
nice to me. I'll never be nice to him, I guess.
Well, that's why you got to say two compliments to him.
I know.
Three. It's three compliments.
Three compliments.
I'll be alright. I'll be alright.
You alright?
I'll be alright.
This is an old one too, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
This is
very
almost a year ago as well.
And I think after this is the JoJo fan art gone.
Yeah.
Scroll down. It's the one that we have framed.
We have it.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Right behind you.
This was
Hell yeah.
This was the top-rated piece of art on the subreddit from like last year's what was it? It's the
Trash Taste Awards.
Trash Taste
This is
Awards.
where Gaunt has the hands of like a killer.
Yeah. This was before.
Like Mickey Rourke hands.
This was before we had more pictures of us in suits, right? Because I feel
Yeah.
like the only one that is actually like an original picture is Connor, right?
Yeah, because you two are photoshopped onto someone's body. Right?
Yeah. But that's actually like your picture
Yeah.
from Twitter, and ours, as you can see from our veiny fucking hands.
He made this guy made me and Gaunt's bodies as like way more Chad.
Because you guys have like the Calvin Klein-esque suit looking. Like with the hands that they like are about to murder someone, like Patrick Bateman.
We got like some yowie hands, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's so fucking big.
Yeah, if it was actually a picture of us, we'd probably be in our socks and not actual shoes.
Joey's wearing his socks.
Yeah, I'm wearing the socks.
Joey's not. Hey, wait, is that socks that I can see? No, those,
No,
those
in
are
the
shoes.
original photo, I'm
These-
wearing like these like really colorful socks.
Yeah, yeah.
Very comically well. Good picture though.
Good
Yeah,
fucking
that is a good picture.
Amazing fucking picture. That's why we framed it.
Exactly.
Moving on.
To tweet, should we skip tweets or?
Yeah, I mean, should we skip tweets because we
Yeah.
already know? We're the ones that tweeted them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I generally just skip tweets
Yeah.
just because it's
All right.
Trash Taste Awards 69.
Trash Taste Award 69.
Dude, I'll be happy if I have that amount of hair in 50 years from now.
I certainly won't have that. That is Rogaine Sea Dog. I think.
That is like too pacey.
I think we look pretty damn good for
Yeah,
like.
I'd say, dude, if I look like that in 40 years, I would be honored.
Okay, like looking at
2069 is 47 years from now.
yeah, like looking at that picture. How closely do you think you resemble your grandparents?
Negative 20.
Negative 20.
Negative
Not
20.
even remotely
Not at
close.
all.
I think I look like pretty
You're
damn.
the only
You
one
look
who
like
looks
a realistic Thai
Yeah.
granddad. I don't know
I
why.
actually do. Like you look at that
I've
face.
met people who look like
Yeah,
that.
right. Because you look at Joey, and Joey looks the weirdest because he has like this white streak, but his hair is still black at the back.
Still dyeing my hair 40 years from now.
Yeah, Connor just has like the biggest fucking beard I've ever seen.
Does that make you like way more tan in that as well, Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I feel like I'm the only one who looks like he's actually lost hair in this edit compared to you boys.
I feel like I've gained hair.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I definitely gained.
That's what we strive to be though in 2016.
yeah. All right.
All right, next meme.
Next
Good meme.
meme,
Good meme.
that-
Good
Next
meme.
meme.
That is
skipping
not
tweets?
a tweet.
Oh, I hate this one. Dude, this one's horrible.
Oh my god.
This is actually the stuff of nightmares,
So
man.
it's me and Garner swapped, and Jerry and Chris are swapped.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so gross.
Why does G-Dog AZ look just horrific? Is that I don't know who's bringing that face down. Is it me or is it you?
It doesn't look like either one of us, though.
I don't know
Connie
why-
VA looks like Sid from Toy Story.
If he grew up.
Yeah.
I think the
dude,
one that actually looks the most like closest to an actual human being is anime in Japan.
Yeah. I was about to say, the abroad man looks like a cunt. Like, he just looks like a dickhead.
Anime in Japan looks like Goite, whatever his name is, like Gautier?
Gautier?
Gautier,
I don't fucking know. Doesn't he? A little bit.
Like he looks like he's walked out of a mid-2000s emo band, or something like that. You know, like
But he also has a 5 o'clock shadow.
yeah, that's true. That's true. The abroad man.
The abroad man, the head is way too small for the body.
Yeah, the face
Yeah.
is like crumpled up on
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at the face, and it looks like he looks like a 10-year-old that's been given like a goatee. I don't know why, right?
He just looks
Oh,
like
on goatee.
he just looks like an asshole.
Coming soon.
But yeah, like G-Dog VA is by far the most like
G-Dog VA is
nightmare
yikes.
fueling.
Andy Warhol.
We all do look like Andy Warhol paintings, that's for sure.
Moving on.
Jesus Christ. Is that?
Just had a pizza so good I ate the crust. What's the context behind this, Gun?
So this is when I went back to England actually, and
Okay.
I went to my favorite pizza place. It was
Domino's?
Pizza Express.
it was stone baked pizza with salami on top and chorizo, and I was just like, it was weird because it was sourdough. It was sourdough stone baked as well. And we've had the conversation about how I think peak pizza is sourdough stone baked. And
Try what's your opinion?
Okay.
And you think peak pizza is
What we had it.
American pizza, right? Yeah, and I was just like, you know
I'm
what?
not arguing this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I mean, there's not much to say about it. The pizza was so fucking good that I ate all of the crust. And
Damn.
yeah, I don't know.
I
what
felt
can
like you
say?
ate the crust for the tweet.
I feel like
Get called out.
no. I
feel like
mean,
there's a chance that you were like, I could eat the crust.
Gone. Did you eat the cut crust for content?
no. Otherwise, I would have taken a picture of it. If I
You would have been gone.
I could have just taken a picture of an empty plate. I was just like, I was in crust euphoria, and that it's rare that I'm ever in that place because it's crust euphoria. I was in pizza euphoria, and I was just like, I need to send out this tweet right now. But yeah, I don't know if that's character development. That's because I still hate the crust. I still hate the crust.
That's not character development.
That's not character development.
It's just a miracle.
He's still a child.
It was just a one-off.
He's still a child.
As I will be eating my
I
crust
love the
later.
next meme. I know what it is.
Oh, the next meme is so good.
I love this.
I love this meme.
That was. So what trip was this on, Joe?
So this was a Sakura viewing bus tour that I went on with Tokyo Creative back in the day. So it was me, Aki, and about like I think 20 other creators or something.
Right.
And it was a really fun trip. We went to like a bunch of different parks around like Ibaraki, I think, and just went to go see the Sakura. And this is taken from a vlog that Eddie took.
Right.
Eddie Vandermeer, who's like a musician YouTuber, good friend of mine. He took like this really like aesthetic vlog. It's just like a screenshot where, I found out the other day, the reason why Aki looks so pissed off there is because she was really, really car sick.
Yeah.
And she had just gotten off the bus and she was not in a good mood. So, and I'm talking to one of my friend's exes there. And yeah, it's just a perfect meme. I genuinely don't remember.
Because this
It's
looks
like the eye contact is perfect for you.
Yeah,
I know, right?
it looks so perfect that it looks scripted.
It looks scripted.
You know? 'Cause just the way Aki's looking at you is just like
I've never seen her look that pissed
I
off.
know, right?
It's so funny.
She looks like she's going to murder you for talking to that person.
Honestly, yeah.
She looks like a female Terminator on her way. You know,
Johnny is going to die.
Slow walk. Classic.
yeah, fucking.
What does Aki think of the meme? Has she seen it?
Oh, she thinks it's fucking hilarious.
okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, she loves it.
It is a very good meme.
It's a very funny meme.
I just love when people find these screenshots from like
I
really
don't,
old
dude.
stuff.
Shout out to whoever found this screenshot.
Sometimes you just see a screenshot and you're just like, is this a real screenshot or is this a picture? Like,
'Cause I completely forgot about this video.
Oh, that was earlier.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
Yeah, the alerts on the thing are like an hour delayed.
Yeah,
because we've got so many
because
alerts.
we got
many.
so many backed up. Yeah.
But you can see the actual donations on the Twitch dashboard if you want to.
I have it right here, so don't worry.
Yeah.
All right, so let's scroll down, eh? Let's do it.
Oh yeah, this one.
Oh yeah, I know this one.
Oh, Joey.
Joey's about to get roasted now.
Yeah, I'm about to get roasted with this one.
Well, I think we'll give the floor to Joey here.
I got nothing to say.
2021 wasn't a good year for anime, Jerry said. Someone replies, which anime have you watched this year? And Jerry gets angry.
I love this meme format so much. But yeah, I'll own this one, dude. Like,
Do you regret your comments, or
Yeah,
do you stand by them?
no, I absolutely regret.
Do you think that 2021 was a good year for anime now? Or?
I don't know. Do you think I went back and watched some?
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember seeing this, and I'm just like, I remember seeing this meme, and I'm just like, when did Joey say this?
I think I said this as like an offhand comment in an episode.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't remember.
Because
when
I
said
remember,
this.
yeah, because I remember, I was just like, did he say it in one of his videos or on Trash Taste? Because I feel like I would have thought this if Joey said this on Trash Taste.
It must have been a Trash Taste episode, and I just kind of said it offhand, and no one really picked up on it.
Sometimes in Trash Taste, right? You know, sometimes you're not always clued in. You're not always like
Yeah.
Kind of like passes.
Yeah, maybe Gant like just because I don't argue something or Gant doesn't argue something, or Joe doesn't argue something, doesn't mean that we agree with the point. It's just sometimes it's like, and sometimes I'm like, I'm just too tired to engage because I know if I get into this, it's gonna be a while.
It's just a waste of energy.
Yeah, sometimes people take it as like not saying anything is agreement with it. And it's like no. Sometimes I was like, I just don't want to get into it.
As you can see, these two heavily disagree.
Like,
with this
I would
thing.
rather just talk about something else. I'll just let you say your clown thing and forget about
I
it.
think I remember like the most recent example of this exact thing Connor's talking about is I saw like a clip being passed around of just like me ignoring Connor during like the cookie stream where Connor says something and I just completely
Anyway, what's the next cookie?
blank him and just like, anyway, what's the next? Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Oh, go on, then I'll have it.
I'm good for now.
It's like my 7th coffee today, but who's counting?
Yeah, I remember that. I started noticing it. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna.
Because I remember Connor, like, I think previous to this, because out of context, it just makes us look like we just hate each other, we're just bad friends and all this shit. But previous to this, Connor had just been spewing so much shit. I don't know, Connor was just on a sugar high or something that stream, because it felt like he was drunk. And I was just like, I can't be bothered with it. Can we just move on to the next
he would
cookie,
say a
please?
statement, and then like half a second would pass of nothing, and then God would just be like, all right, next cookie, please.
Very amusing.
It's just like a parent, like just dismissing their own child.
Moving on.
Oh, I know this next one. This
Oh,
one's
this is
also
sick.
fucking fantastic.
Is it by the same person by any chance?
I don't know.
know.
It's so cool though.
Like, people are like, why don't we use this? And it's like, well, it's a bit too long. But it is amazing.
It is amazing
Like, it's
and
insane.
I love as well how they use Alex McCullough's cover of the Trash Taste opening.
Yeah,
they did,
yeah.
didn't they?
They use the funky
Yeah.
version.
I mean, I
Look
don't
how
want to.
insane this is.
It's
though.
I don't
so
want to
cool.
use this because this is too good. This is setting up the wrong expectations of our show.
Yeah, it's just us pooping.
Like, imagine that, and it's like
This is like for Trash Taste if we got like our own Netflix special.
Yeah, or a
right,
movie.
right,
Yeah, or like
right.
a movie. You know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the only time we can use.
Imagine loading this up on YouTube and go, "Welcome to Trash Taste." So the shit I took today was fucking massive.
Just like the fucking Inception music plays with this.
Could you
and-
imagine this plays and then immediately cuts to "Welcome back in comedy cunts"? Like, it just doesn't fit.
Like sometimes the quality is too good. I'm just
Yeah.
like, we don't deserve
Like,
this.
nah,
We don't
this is-
deserve this.
This is good, but we will save this for when we get a movie or when we get a Netflix special.
Yes, yes.
But either way, whoever made this fucking amazing.
I want to see it again.
Yeah, play it again. Play it again.
Play it again.
Yeah, you control the power.
Yeah, you're the one. You're the one with the mouse.
It's so good.
It's so cool.
Just so
It
detailed.
kind of reminds me of like the opening to The Crown a little bit.
Yeah, or like a fucking like a Netflix show. or
Yeah,
something, right?
literally like a Netflix show.
And I love this song because Alex killed it.
Yeah,
with this
Alex's bass cover is so good.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you know what it reminds me of? Arcane.
As in every Netflix show.
song. You should watch Arcane, Jerry.
I will.
It's been 0 hours.
Mark that off. It's been 0 minutes.
It's been 0.
God, it's so
good,
cool.
yeah.
I like it. I like how we've basically just, like unofficially copyrighted this song, even though it was just just
Creative Commons.
even though it was just like this random Creative Commons song we found that we needed like we needed a fucking intro and outro. So Mudan just picked, I think, like a random one in like the YouTube audio library.
It literally was like, what's a nice sounding song in the YouTube Creative Commons library?
It plays sometimes during discussions. I don't know if it does anymore, but it used to play during just discussions.
Like during episodes?
Yeah.
Does it still not play during episodes?
I don't know.
I think it does.
I think
I haven't watched Trash Taste in a long time.
I think in the YouTube version it plays very, very quietly in the background, but the Spotify version doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a little bit of trash taste trivia. When we filmed episode 0, which is the episode that isn't aired, it's on our Patreon.
Yeah.
We actually used Nujabes as the background music and intro and
that's
outro.
right, we
Remember that? We did. Yeah.
I was
We-
like a placeholder.
As a placeholder.
Yeah, we used like a
'cause-
homework edit of like
Yeah.
the Jarvis song.
Yeah, so we told Mudan, just find something like Nujabes.
Yeah.
Just something chill.
Something chill.
Yeah, something chill. This is the song that he chose based on that.
And history was made.
Then history is, and now it's the trash taste
Now it's
song.
the trash taste theme.
even though it's just one random Creative Commons
Anyone's
song.
allowed to use that.
Anyone is allowed to use.
It's like the I guess Chris did that with that one song as well. That's
the Journey Across Japan song.
yeah. That's Creative, that's Creative Commons.
Yeah, that's
as
Creative
well.
Commons as well.
So that's interesting. But that's always known as like the Abroad in Japan song.
Yeah, definitely.
Tweet.
I just want to go.
Oh, here we go. Play from the start.
Hello,
sorry.
welcome to another episode of the. I just want to go. Is that how it starts? Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Trash Taste Podcast. I am Bossman 1, and I'm here with Bossman 2 and 3, here to get the dub. Yeah, so Gant, me, and like 4 of our friends went camping in the mountains of Shizuoka.
Yeah, it's
dead ass kidnapped.